Oh my goodness, crazy morning over here. It is almost noon. Good morning, everybody that has 2 minutes left before it actually turns noontime. Hello, good morning. I see Steph's Destructo Cat is at it again. Ooh, fun stuff for you. Hey, Lisa Brown, JB and Steph and Henny, QB, Margaret. Ooh, they got a whole freeway shut down. Holy cow. Ay. Yes, QB, thank you. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button on your way in the door if you haven't already. Hey, Spins. Hey. Okay. Yeah, I was running behind. The bus was running a little bit late this morning, so yes. Let's see. I'm barely catching my breath. I had to make another cup of coffee and do all the things. I was actually ready, but then the bus running late threw me off just a little bit. Hey, Morgana. I'm scrolling through the chat. Hey, Billy. Mickey Jor. Let's see, who else do we have? Do we have anybody else? Hey, Sherry. There's Sherry Jones. Hi, Sherry. Oh. Okay. I'm here. Ooh, steamed bagels? Yum. That sounds good. Okay. All right. So, good morning, everybody. Or actually, good noon. In one more minute, I could say good afternoon. So let me wait that one more minute. Let me get a drink of coffee. Because it's 12 on the dot. Hold on a second. Hold on. Oh, it's 12:01. Good afternoon. That was a long day, y'all. Good afternoon. All right. So, oh, shoot. Hold on. I got to send. Hold on. Where's my Discord thingy at? Hold on, ladies. I'm sending the link. We're going to deep dive back into Delphi today. Let me see. Here we go. There we go. All right. Now, okay. Asiago bagel with cream cheese, egg, double bacon, caramelized onions, and tomatoes. Oh my God, Steph, stop it. Hey, Gail, good morning or good afternoon. I've had coffee for breakfast. Actually, I lie. I had a spoonful of peanut butter earlier for breakfast. That's the only thing I've actually eaten. It was a spoonful of peanut butter earlier. I know, already the food talk. Golly. Already. Spins, it never fails. This chat always turns into a food. Lee said one day, he said this channel, because it's called Crime Cafe, he's like, this channel's going to turn from all cafe and no crime. It's just going to be cafe. Hey, QB.
Hello. Y'all
How are you
excuse me
this
while
morning?
I'm girl, I'm fine. Family. Anyways,
Yeah.
uh so I'm bringing in I didn't get no prizes like Morgana got. They just brought me what I ordered. How rude. Rude.
Hey, JB.
Hi,
JB.
QB.
So I'm trying to bring my order in. No extras for me.
Oh,
Anyway, it's okay. They brought me 3 bags of extras last time.
I think the only time I ever got an extra from a Walmart pickup order was a 2-liter bottle of Sprite. And I was like, I didn't order that, but okay.
Last time they brought me a big old 8-pack of hold on just a second. Let me grab the litters. They brought me a 8-pack of Powerade. It was all sugar. It must have been the person that ordered the stuff Morgana ordered, even though we're like 450,000 miles apart. Because I got all sugar-free stuff too, but that's when I got the Nutter Butters. And I was like, what? The chocolate-covered Nutter Butters.
Yum.
Look, speaking of chocolate-covered Nutter Butters, I went to go look the other day because they said online that they had them in stock. I went in the store. Guess what? They didn't have none.
Of
Rude.
course.
It was out. Right?
Rude. Did you find the Dr. Pepper Peeps?
No, they don't have them around here.
Girl, they had boxes of them by me.
Everywhere. I've looked everywhere. Because I love Dr. Pepper Peeps.
I've never had them.
I love them.
I didn't try them last night because I'm trying to eat my buttermilk pie because they brought me one that expires in 2 days. So, anyways, I don't usually get stuff like expirationable stuff. That's not a word. But okay, perishables will work. I like expirationables, but
Where did I put that memorandum?
I don't know. Do you need it?
Do what?
Yeah, I had it like pinned on my thing, and now I can't find it.
It is. I know Googly's got it probably faster than I do.
Yeah, I already got it.
Ma'am, Googly.
Just saying.
Great Googly boogly. I don't know what I was saying. Y'all, I've been up since way too early. I was already at the doctor at 8 o'clock. But I did get McDonald's breakfast, so I'm happy. Did I drop out?
No.
You're still there. I'm trying to get mine to load. My computer
Where'd
wants
you
to be
send it?
slow. Give me
Morgana, your McDonald's has Krispy Kreme donuts?
What?
What in the world?
Our Walmart has them. And they're free delivery. Hold on. I'll be back, y'all.
Give me a second. It's getting there. It's copied. It's loading.
Okay.
Come on. And my thing don't want to. Really?
Spin says, y'all, I'm totally moving in with QB. Totes moving in with QB.
Wait a minute. What?
That didn't say it was
I'm talking to man-child, and I heard somebody's moving in with me. Oh, that's Spin. Yeah, come on, Spin. Come on, girl.
That didn't sing as a link. Hold on.
Can I copy it and paste it into a...
You might be able to, but I'm going to try this way. Maybe.
Yeah, it didn't work. That didn't
Yeah,
work.
it didn't work. Hold on.
So you guys, just
Everything's
heads up, the
doing.
plan for
Right, hold on.
today is that we're going to continue reading on the memorandum that we stopped reading back on day 7, which was a couple weeks ago. We're resuming with part 8, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, excuse me. And we're going to read until approximately a few minutes before 2 p.m. Because at 2 p.m., okay.
That one worked.
Yeah, that one works. And I'm thinking that we were on page like 45.
We were on point 45. But I don't know if we were on page 45. Were we?
Yeah. Maybe starting on page 46. Yeah, because we were starting with part 2, the evidence that connects the Odinites to the murders, because we ended on page 45. Yeah.
We ended on page 45. Okay.
Yeah. And we read all the way through so that we could stop at page 46, which starts part 2, talking about the evidence that connects the Odinites to the murders.
Gotcha.
All right. So the plan is, like I said, what we're going to do is read through the memorandum, and then at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there's supposed to be a press conference regarding the case of Madeline Soto. I don't know what they're going to tell us. I don't know if they're going to add more charges to Stephen Stearns, if it's got something to do with regarding the mom, Jennifer Soto. I don't know.
They were just announcing that it was going to be an update about the case. So everybody's like, what is it going to be?
Right. So other than that, we really don't know nothing else. So we're going to wait, and then we're going to watch that at 2 p.m. Eastern. And then after the press conference is over, we're going to call it a day because we have celebratory things going on over here today. Lots of good stuff. Kiddo is home from school. He doesn't go the rest of this week. He's off all next week for spring break, and then Easter's next week. And then today is my other kiddo's birthday.
Yay! Tita growing up.
My other kiddo's birthday. Yes, today. She's super excited because she knows she's going to have cake and ice cream and presents.
Yay!
So, lots of good stuff today.
Mom, did you already wrap the presents?
No. Have not done that.
I did the same thing.
No, have not done that. But that will happen later today once Dad gets home and I can shut the bedroom door and lock myself up in here and then wrap them.
I do
If I left it up to Dale, he would just throw them down in a gift bag, and gift bags are just not fun for 5-year-olds. So
no.
Hey y'all.
Hi.
Also, Jolie.
Yeah, I know, right?
I can't. How is she 5?
I know.
Anyways, I'm sorry I missed all that. I had to have a chatty chat with Manchild.
Oh, no worries. But yeah, we're excited. Today's a happy day.
I want to come party. So is there, you said you're having a little shindig this weekend?
We're thinking about having something small. We haven't really talked about it, but we're thinking about having something small-ish. So, yeah.
Did you get her anything good for? You can't say because she's probably right there.
Yeah.
I want to know what she got. I want to know the thing.
Right?
I want to know. I want to see pictures. I want the things. I want to know. I'm living vicariously. I never had girls.
Right, same.
And don't get me wrong. I love being a boy mom. Like, boy mom is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
But also,
Cutesy girl stuff is pretty awesome
right?
too. Mhm.
Like, right? I
Well,
love
okay,
it.
I can kind of whisper. So she loves clothes and shoes. What girl doesn't, right?
Right?
Right.
So we got her some new clothes and some shoes, and she loves kitchen things. Like,
Aw.
so we got her more little kitchen-y esque things. Um, so yeah,
Yeah.
and just some other little odd and end thingies, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, I have an inner cute girl. Like, my exterior is the tomboy, but way
Right.
deep down, I have an inner cute girl. And so, like, with my nieces and stuff, that's where that got to come out. Because
Mm.
I was like, the cute thing all together.
Mhm. I was
All the
like that.
cute stuff.
I
They're
was
all
like that
grown
with
now.
my oldest niece because
Yeah.
I called her my mini me,
Yeah.
and now my other nieces they live 2 far away. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, all mine are now too. And so, but everybody's growing up. I don't like it. I don't like it. Make it stop.
Yeah, no. Everybody's getting older and all the things.
Jolie. She needs her own little. She needs her own little diamond painting bag that she can
Right.
toss drills in. Just let her have like all the extras, and she can put them in little containers, and she can pour them out, and she can do all the things. And then maybe she'll leave
Yeah,
yours alone.
maybe. Or it
That's
will
what you
entice
do.
her to.
That's the thing.
Oh, Grace, what are you doing awake?
Hi,
Grace.
Why are you awake, Grace?
Oh, the little kangaroo. Night, go sleeping times.
Yeah.
Love you
Oh,
too, Moon and back. Jolie met a happy birthday, my little. She calls her little kangaroo. So cute.
Aw.
I love it so much.
Yeah, it's like
Mm.
super late over there. Super early, huh?
Yeah, it's 3
Yeah,
a.m.
like I was
there. It's
gonna say,
like
it's 3 a.m.
3:15.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like well, late, early. You know what I mean?
Why
It's
are
dark
you
time.
awake,
go
Grace?
sleeping
I mean,
times.
it is Friday, but still, it's
No,
3 in the
well, yeah, it
morning.
is Friday. She's in the future. I forgot.
Yes.
She said
Yes.
she's going back to sleep now.
Okay, good.
Go sleeping.
Who's the big busy?
Bye.
Love
Sweet dreams.
you.
Night night.
Okay, so Delphi. Hold on, let
Oh,
me get over here.
Ooh,
okay, over here. Over
Over here.
here.
I
Over
already got my
here.
stuff all pulled up.
Where is it? There it is. Final draft. What is it? Oh,
That's
this
not
is the
it.
130 page one.
Yep.
Where were we?
Page
Page
46.
42. Okay,
Page
yeah.
46.
I knew it was page 40 something. I was close.
Yep.
It's been like
And
a year since
it's
we talked about it.
I know, right? 2 weeks, but it feels like a whole daggone year. Steph today, okay, so today, this morning, I was like, hi. Talking about things that, Riley Strain, which I'm still keeping my eyes peeled for because they're still searching the
Yep.
waters and there's just, it's killing me. I can't, I'm feeling so
And
bad for him.
Elijah
His
too.
mom.
I'm like that little 3-year-old
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Sebastian Rogers.
Sebastian Rogers. Yeah.
Yep.
I
All
need
three.
people to stop with the children. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I
Right?
need them to stop. Like,
They have, and then I said something about the Madeline Soto press
yeah.
conference today at 2, and then Steph pops in and she's like, "But you really still need to." She brought me down to, uh, she brought
Reality.
levity,
Yes, she
Mm-hmm.
did.
reality to the conversation, and she's like, "Y'all, you need to be grown up about this and do what you said you were going to do." And we got the whole mom talk.
We did get the mom talk from Steph this morning.
Well,
I was
to
like,
be fair, I came in
"Okay."
late to the conversation because I didn't. I was like, We can do Delphi and then just pivot.
Yeah.
Pivot.
Steph.
I like your other one too.
No, I really appreciate it because she's right, you know. And I was like, they were trying to tell me to take the day off because it's Jolie's birthday, and I'm like, but tomorrow is Friday, and JB's gonna have a busy day tomorrow.
Oh,
She's not gonna be available,
Also, I
and
want to go fishing. Just saying.
right.
and
That's a hell big
then
thing.
you know, I'm like. And then Steph said something literally like, "You guys are still going to be reading documents when they're reading the verdict."
That was cracking
I'm like,
up.
stop it.
She wasn't wrong, but yeah, no, I was just saying because you were running a little bit behind that we do Madeline Soto and start in the morning, but I forgot that JB's going fishing, and she got to go fishing. And then Jolie, Jolie's 5. And also, I know I said it in the back chat, but ma'am, how do we not know it's Jolie's birthday today? Ma'am.
Right.
Oh yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
that's not acceptable behavior.
I'm sorry.
Just saying. Gotta know these things. You know, she's got aunties now.
Yes, she gained a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, she got aunties now. So we need to know
Aunties,
these things.
aunties. Steph says, I totally felt like the kid asking for a toy at the store, not mom talk. Ay.
She's like, but ma.
Mama.
Please. I'll never ask for anything else ever again.
They totally sound like my boy, but in a girl version.
And then literally at the checkout, Mom, can I have all 52 of these candy bars and
bars.
this and that bag of chips and this pop?
That's why
and
they
this
do that mess with all that stuff.
I know.
How am I missing Tic Tacs? You know, I'm about tired of people taking my stuff.
Ooh, somebody taking a Tic Tac.
About to get there. They are the way across. Okay. At what point? Okay. All right. We're gonna get to what we're doing, but I have a question.
Okay.
When you lose an animal and you're on reprieve, like all your animals are on reprieve because you feel bad to be upset with them because you just lost one and they lost one and all that stuff. How long that lasts? Because these cats about to drive me nuts.
It'll last for a little while, but I think it's going to be
bit
different for everybody.
They're acting out, and I'm done. I've been like, look, I ain't going to get mad at you because we still sad, but I'm now getting mad, and I'm going to need y'all to stop.
Well, if you're now getting mad and you need him to stop, then now's the time.
Now's the time.
You're the boss.
Understand what I'm saying, right? No.
You're the leader of the pack.
I am not.
That only works with dog moms.
Oh, it don't work with cats, does it?
No.
They're the leader of the pack.
Dogs have humans, cats have staff.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
So. Oh. And Squeaker's going to be real mad because I got to put this cone of shame back on her. Hi, Zoe.
Hey, Lisa. She says, have a good day. I'm going to be listening, so I'll text every once in a while. You're basically working and lurking. Are you driving today? Lisa. All right, let's get into reading this. You guys ready?
Alrighty. I done got mine pulled up.
All right. So I'll start this one out, and then when I get to where I need a break, then I'll let one or the other of you, or
just holler.
Or like my mom used to say, one to other.
One to other.
Yuns.
One of yuns.
One of y'all's. One of yuns. All right, part 2, the evidence that connects the Odinites to the murders. There's a footnote down here that says, number 38, marked as Exhibit 29, defense has provided an infographic highlighting parties discussed in this section. We don't have that exhibit, right?
No, all this is strictly the memorandum.
Yeah.
This is no evidence, no photos.
Yep.
Strictly.
Well, but there are photos.
Yes. There are
Yes.
photos that went with it, but that is all been sealed.
Yeah.
No,
It's
I
not
mean,
This
there's
was
leaked.
actually
photos
sealed
inside.
too.
I
Hmm?
thought there were photos inside this too that had like just a couple of photos. I could
The
be
only,
wrong.
I don't
There
know about
was
this one. I don't know if this one had the Odinist patches in it or if it was a different dog.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
All right. So this says, what is Odinism? For Rick's defense team, it has been hard to gain a grasp on exactly how to define Odinism. A March 15, 1998 article found in the winter issue of the Southern Poverty Law Center's hereinafter SPLCA Intelligent Report, not intellect, Intelligent Report identified as the nation's preeminent periodical monitoring the radical right in the U.S. said this about Odinism back in 1998. Odinism, it says, is a neo-pagan religion drawing on images of fiercely proud boar-hunting Norsemen and their white-skinned Aryan womenfolk is increasingly taking root among, I hate the words, but skinheads, neo-Nazis, and other white supremacist groups across the nation. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm going to say Asatru. Leaders have opened prison ministries in at least 5 states recently, and that many jailed followers are heavily white supremacist. A leading proselytizer, I don't know how to pronounce that, imprisoned terrorist David Lane has been writing prolifically and influencing many to adopt his racial interpretations. Bob Matthews, the late founder of the order, of which Lane was a member, adopted a series of related beliefs. Is there another word I can use for this word?
hmm. Is it which I can't
Just
see
say
which
bald
one.
headed man.
Bald headed man? No hair? No haired man?
Yeah. No hair fella.
Okay, a Denver bald-headed man who confessed to the November murder of a man because he was black bears an Asatru tattoo. Some key Asatru leaders have known neo-Nazi or anti-Semitic backgrounds. Suddenly, says Phil Rodriguez, a gang investigator with the Arizona State Prison System, Asatrus become the new big fad. Asatru, an Icelandic word meaning belief in the Aesir or gods. Aesir or Ace, I don't know how to pronounce none of these words, has been officially recognized as a religion in Iceland since 1972. Further down in the article, the SPLC states the following: Odinism, which is closely related to Asatru, was much favored in Nazi Germany. Its Nordic Teutonic mythology was a bedrock belief for the key Third Reich leaders, and it was an integral part of the initiation rites and cosmology of the elite SS. I don't know what that word is either.
That's the okay. I'm trying to look at it where you're at. Sorry.
Schutzstaffel or Schutzstaffel.
Yeah. Shoots. Shush. You know.
I don't
Yeah.
know where my document open. There it is.
This
What page are
SS
you on?
46. It's got SS in parentheses. That's just what I'll use.
Yeah.
Which supervised Adolf Hitler's network of death camps. Decades later, Odinism also influenced George Lincoln Rockwell's American Nazi Party. There's a website here Fighting Hate Intelligence Report 1998 New Brand Racist Odinist Religion March. Mm-mm. In addition to the white supremacy component that exists with Odinism, there seems to be an additional dark, demonic component to Odinism, at least if articles concerning Odinist human sacrifice and imagery found on the internet, coupled with imagery and language found on Brad Holder's Facebook page, are to be considered. As an example, the defense has attached Exhibits 30 through 34. Exhibits 30 and 31 were found on the internet. Exhibits 32, 33, and 34 are different versions of the same image that Brad Holder posted on his Facebook page. As you can see, law enforcement wrote the words, "Painting by Brad Holder, Odin hanging from world tree" on Exhibit 34. This appears to be something that law enforcement would have used in a PowerPoint presentation. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, QB or JB, one of you guys put some images in that drive.
Yes, which one?
I'm
If
looking.
they're in the drive, it was JB. If they're on the dock, it's me. I haven't gotten in the drive yet.
Oh, this is the doc. Sorry.
Okay.
This. Hold on. Let me go.
It was. I got the sticks, and then Brad Holder with his certificate, and the looks like a shrine or something.
Mm-hmm. There was a drawing that Brad Holder had drawn and put on his Facebook page. But see, he's since then deleted a bunch of that stuff. But there are still people who like captured it before he deleted the posts.
Right.
But let me see if I can find what they're
What was it of, Jenny?
it was of this right here. I found it. Hold on.
Is it the devilish looking thing?
It's the person hanging upside down in the tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I found it. I got it. Hold on. Let me minimize this. Take a screenshot of it.
If it's the one I'm thinking, I made a copy of it. I'll put it in the doc. I'm just waiting to see what the one you're looking at.
Yeah. It's actually his Facebook post is what I've got.
Yeah. I need my second glasses. Where's my second glasses?
Hold on. Let me, if I can find where.
You know, when I go to the eye doctor and tell them I'm wearing second glasses on top of my progressives, they're going to look at me sideways, right?
Yeah, they're going to do me that same way too if I ever get back there.
Yeah, but you don't have progressives in yours.
I have a pair of progressives.
I know, but you don't wear them. Right. You don't wear them and then wear a second pair of glasses on top.
Oh, right. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
you're right.
It's real bad. It's bad. I need to go.
I ain't even going to talk about my eyes.
It's been like 10 years.
Okay, this is a tab. I'm sharing this tab so you guys can see this photo, okay?
That wasn't the one I was
looking at. This is the photo, but this is the top of it. And it says right here, but his picture was different. He had a different profile picture at the time. And this was like 1 year prior to when the girls, or 1 year after. Yeah, it was 1 year after the girls had died. But it says, well, I started back, acrylic, Hail Odin. So he's saying acrylic paints. And this is one of the, and you can tell this is kind of like an altar of his.
Yeah, we have that one in there.
Yeah.
Um,
But it's just, I mean, it's the way that the angle of the one leg hanging upside down from the tree.
yeah.
Hands
And
above the head.
Well,
yeah,
that's a one of the tarot cards.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
oh, is
The
it?
hanging man.
the Hanging Man, yeah. And it's so Libby's body was posed very much like that picture
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
with the foot bent and the arms above her head, and yeah. That's why I don't understand like how they go, no, this ain't part of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it kind of is. Just saying. It kind of is.
I know.
Let me
I
put
know.
I'm gonna drop that picture. I'm putting it in the docs. I gotta play with the drive. Oh man, that's not what I wanted to do. Rude. I hate when you copy a picture and it just copies the website and not the actual picture. Like nobody asked for that.
Hey, Brian, welcome back. She says, I have some of them. One of them has a swastika. I would have to find them in with my thousands of pics of my chickens.
You got chicken? I love chicken.
Yeah, I want
I
chickens.
want chicken.
They're not as
Also,
fun as you think, guys. Trust me.
no, I've had them. I've had them. I know they're kind of a pain, and they can be ugly. Can be
Well,
mean.
Mickey used to have chickens all the time and still does, I think. Well, I don't know if she still has chickens or not, but
Well, she made a chicken last night.
no, I mean real chickens.
I know.
Yeah. And turkeys and guineas. Oh, cute,
What? I love
Brian.
guineas.
Guineas, yeah, I
I
like
love
guineas.
guineas.
Oh God, every time I hear that word though, it makes me think of Maggie Murdaugh.
Hmm.
Remember whenever in that you could hear her voice when she
Yeah.
says,
Oh yeah.
yeah, she says, was that a, what'd she say?
That was one of the dogs that had a
That
guinea
Yeah.
dog
on.
Had a
got a
guinea. Yeah.
chicken or something and,
Yeah.
or
She's
a
got the
guinea. And
guinea. Yeah.
yeah. And you can hear Alex say, that ain't a whatever, it's a guinea, or it ain't a guinea, it's a chicken, or it's a bird, or it's a whatever. I don't remember what she said or what he said, but okay. So I just wanted you guys to have kind of
An idea.
the painting anyway.
Also,
So
I got so excited
additionally,
about chickens and guineas. Hey, Brian. Brian. Hi.
additionally, Kevin Murphy, who was a state trooper that investigated the Odinist angle, said this about Odinism. It seemed to me to border on almost a satanic type of worshiping, sacrificing, but I couldn't really wrap my brain around it. Exhibit 30 is an image from a website on Odinism of a man hanging upside down from a tree who has been sliced in the neck with blood dripping to the ground. This man's arms are posed similarly to Abby's at the crime
Oh,
scene.
sorry, Abby. You're not Libby. I said Libby earlier.
This man's legs are also posed similarly to Abby's at the crime scene. His left leg is straight and his right leg is bent at the knee. The only difference is that the man's right leg is placed over the left leg, while Abby's right leg was posed under her left leg. Exhibit 31 is an image from a website on Odinism of a man wearing antlers, similar to the crude way in which sticks were formed on Abby's head. Exhibit 31 also resembles the crime scene in that the man's left leg is straight while his right leg is bent at the knee and placed under his left leg, just like Abby was found. Both exhibits 30 and 31 were found on the internet by Ryan Boucher
Miss
during his
Boucher.
internet search.
Voucher.
The defense included exhibits 32 and 33 in the event that the court might think something like, well, just because those images are available on the internet concerning Odinism has nothing to do with Brad Holder. Uh, my eyes rolled so far back in my head just then.
Mhm.
Exhibits 32 and 33 are images that the defense located in the state's discovery. Both exhibits are the same image, which Exhibit 33 being a close up version. The image itself is a painting produced by the hands of Brad Holder. As the court can see, Brad Holder painted what the defense would call a very creepy, serial killer looking image of a naked man hanging from a tree. Holder's painting is similar in appearance to Exhibits 30 and 31. Also, in Holder's self made painting, you can see that just like Abby, the hanging man's right leg is bent at the knee, angled towards the man's straight left leg. Again, an overly inquisitive man down in Georgia, Ryan Boucher, began piecing all this together without even having the benefit of the crime scene photographs. Yet the unified command, with the benefit of the crime scene photographs, apparently either incompetently or intentionally
There it is.
failed to piece together these images, which would have caused any curious investigator to continue pursuing Brad Holder as a suspect. Ryan Boucher's curiosity led him to continue his search into runes and Odinism. Boucher's research led to an article that is a primer for Odinist sacrifice. The defense has attached this article by Daniel Bray entitled Sacrifice and Sacrificial Ideology in Old Norse Religion.
Mm. Mm.
Number 40 here, the footnote does say the man's hands are not similar to the way Abby had been posed. So, just a side note there, I guess. Within Bray's article, he discusses the history of human sacrifice to Odin that exists in the pagan Norse religion. Unified Command claims that Odinism was ruled out. Now, keep in mind, Unified Command is a handful of these guys that we've heard about. Jerry Holman. There were some
Liggett.
others. Liggett. Okay,
Liggett. Yep.
there was a handful of them.
Mhm.
And Carter works with them.
Yeah.
Right. So, Unified Command claims that Odinism was ruled out early because of the findings of a Purdue professor. However, Unified Command now claims that it can't remember the name of the Purdue professor. Early in the investigation, one of the investigators viewing the crime scene thought that it might be the work of Odinists practicing Odinism. Unified Command's Jerry Holman has forgotten which investigator it was. Early in the investigation, based upon the thought that Odinism may explain how the bodies were found and how the sticks were arranged on top of the girls, Unified Command sought out an expert. The expert was being sought in order to consider whether the crime scene was indicative of Odinism or some other cult. According to Holman, Sergeant Steve Buckley of the Indiana State Police was in charge of locating the expert. Allegedly, the expert that Sergeant Buckley found was from Purdue. According to Holman, Holman, doesn't know the Purdue professor's background, but he studies that Norwegian Nordic culture that Odinism is. Holman admitted that he has never talked to this Purdue professor. Holman stated that Sergeant Buckley knew the Purdue professor's background and furthermore that Sergeant Steve Buckley was in communication with them. According to Holman, the professor was out of the country at that time, and we did not release the photos, but we released a sketch of the sticks, how they were laid, and some other information. Having reviewed everything, the professor concluded that it was not Odinism or any type of cult worshiping or any type of a group that would have conducted the crime. However, Jerry Holman told a different story to Trooper Roland Purdy concerning the conclusions of the Purdue professor. Remember back in our deep dive previously, there was this, that this was what Jerry Holman had said in his interview
Mhm.
or his deposition or whatever. but then he tells a different story to a different person,
Yep.
right? Trooper
Different
Purdy
version.
began assisting with the investigation in March 2017. However, the first time that Purdy ever even heard the word Odin or Odinite was at least May or June of 2017. It's also important to note that the first time that Trooper Purdy heard the word Odin or Odinite wasn't even through Unified Command or any other law enforcement officer, but rather through Becky Patty, who is Libby German's grandmother. Becky Patty, while talking to Trooper Purdy, informed Purdy that Abby Williams had dated Holder's son, Logan, and that Logan's dad was an Odinist named Brad Holder. This information interested Purdy, who then talked to Holman, and Holman told Purdy that they had already run the stick formations and Odin angle through a Purdue professor. Holman told Purdy that the results from the Purdue professor were kind of inconclusive. Purdy also believes he was provided a copy of what Purdue University had provided them. Upon reviewing that Purdue report, according to Purdy, the Odinite angle was not dead. In other words, Holman did not tell Purdy, and the report did not claim that the Purdue conclusions were that it was not Odinism or any type of cult worshiping or any type of a group that would have conducted the crime. Holman has told one story to Purdy and yet another story under oath in a deposition as to what the Purdue professor's conclusions were concerning Odinism involvement in the murders. Let me get a drink of coffee.
You want me to read for a while?
You can if you want. That was a lot of peas. Purdy.
Are you
Oh,
on?
I just heard an echo.
Oh, it did echo.
That was me. I saw we.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought it was me. I was like, oh, we
Um,
usually do really good about that. So it kind of flipped me for a second.
I had to mute because my doggy was making a whole bunch of noises, and so therefore I muted and turned my tablet so I could kind of keep up with everything. And then I came back, I unmuted, and I forgot to turn my tablet down. Oops.
No worries.
I was listening to you. What page are you on?
I am on page
51.
What?
Yeah, 51. Where it starts at the
Is
difference
very telling?
between
Oh,
concluding.
okay. Gotcha. I'm there. I got it.
Okay.
I got it. Okay. And I even got my second glasses. The difference
Woohoo.
between concluding that, I want to say they must have what is it called? My words are gone, y'all. What did they do with Holman today?
He got promoted.
Promoted. They must have promoted him for his memory. Sorry.
I thought it was
Y'all, my
actually
words.
timing to get that promotion today was just like.
Oh, and by the way, Brienne says it's pronounced Brienne.
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 Thank you. Also, hi to the chicken and the guineas and the turkeys. Okay. The difference between concluding that Odinists and cults did not commit the murders versus that the evidence is inconclusive as whether Odinists were involved in the murders is significant. In the first instance, such a conclusion could theoretically explain why law enforcement stopped pursuing the Odinist angle. In the second instance, law enforcement would presumably continue to pursue the Odinist/cult angle based on the stick formations, girls' bodies positioning, and the F painted in Libby's blood on the tree, as well as other strong evidence as well. As well, other strong evidence supporting an orchestrated abduction and ritualistic murdering of the girls. As stated earlier, both Leesenby and Liggett privately believed more than one person were involved based upon how much work the report concluded. Y'all, did I fall out? Hello? Hello?
She gone again. Okay, you're back.
Rude.
Sorry.
Where did y'all hear me to? Or did y'all not hear
Uh,
anything? Have I just been reading this whole time? Y'all didn't hear nothing?
no, I heard it all, and then all of a sudden you bounced out.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
heard the Libby's blood on the tree is other strong
okay.
evidence where
Gotcha.
you did the as well as other strong. So I think you
Okay.
start
Gotcha.
back at as stated earlier.
Gotcha. As stated earlier, both Leesenby and Liggett privately believed more than one person were involved based upon how much work was needed to leave the crime scene the way that it was found. However, if the Purdue report concluded that a band of Odenites cultists were not involved, then arguably it could be the work of one man. It is very telling that Trooper Purdy had been working as an investigator on the case for at least 2 months, March to May of 2017, before ever hearing the word Odin or Odinite. This fact is evidence that the Odenite angle was abandoned before Purdy became involved in the investigation in March 2017. Dang, 1 month? Wow.
That's a lot.
This point can't be emphasized enough. The Odenite oh wow, the Odenite angle was abandoned by March 2017, only a few weeks after the girls were murdered. That's what I was saying. That was like they didn't even give it a chance. The reason for this abandonment, a Purdue professor had reached a conclusion concerning Odinism and the crime scene. Of course, Holman tells one thing under oath about the conclusion, Odinism and cults were not involved in the murders, and another thing to Purdy, the results were inconclusive. A report may or may not exist that does not rule out Odinism. The best thing to figure out which version wait. The best thing to do to figure out which version of Holman's story to believe, if either, is to go straight to the source, the Purdue professor, and or to read the report that the Purdue professor prepared. The problem is that as the filing of this document, the defense has been told that Unified Command cannot identify the professor and therefore cannot locate the professor, and in the end may not even be able to identify this mystery professor. Additionally, the prosecution. Are you reading the footnotes? Do I need to read the footnotes? It says
I
63.
mean,
Prosecutor Nick McClellan informed the defense of this development in September 6, 2023 email. That was nice. 5, 6 years later.
right. I mean, I only read them if they're obviously important. If it's just like references somebody's deposition or whatever, I don't.
Yeah. Um, Additionally, the prosecution has not provided the defense with any Purdue report. Presumably, if the state of Indiana had such a report in its possession, then the identity of the mystery professor would be revealed. The only conclusion is the Purdue report is missing, just as the author of the report is also missing. It is it is unknown if Detective Holman is currently searching for the mystery professor. If so, he will probably never be found because of the incompetence surrounding this investigation and the complete inability to conduct a comprehensive review of all facts and circumstances pointing to the involvement of multiple actors to the crime. To summarize, the crime scene is chocked full of signs of cult involvement. At least one law enforcement officer believed that the cult involved may maybe Odinites. Therefore, very early on in the investigation, Unified Command claims to have found an expert from Purdue. This expert from Purdue, according to sworn testimony of Jerry Holman, dismisses Odinism and occultism as being involved. The investigators move on from Odinism to the degree that when Trooper Purdy got involved in the investigation in March 2017, Purdy, never even hears the word Odinism or Odinite uttered by anyone in Unified Command. Rather, Purdy hears Odinism for the first time in May or June from a fact witness, Becky Patty. Now, this mystery professor can't be found. 2 young girls were brutally murdered, and an innocent man sits in Westville being mentally abused by Odinite guards. Wow. And Detective Holman can't even identify the Purdy professor that caused the abandonment of the likely source of the murders. It's very difficult to put into words the level of incompetence, or worse, the level of intentionality on display. It would be utterly laughable if the consequences of this dereliction of duty didn't involve life and death. The life of Richard Allen and the deaths of Abigail Williams and Liberty German. He ain't wrong. These are the facts that greatly undermine the credibility of the entire investigation and are an embarrassment to the greater law enforcement community. As stated previously, when determining whether a Franks hearing should be granted, the court will be determining whether the facts of Tony Liggett, as alleged by the defense, are intentional or reckless. Surely a missing Purdue professor and a missing report would qualify as either intentional or extremely reckless conduct. Luckily for Richard Allen, Detective Murphy was thorough and organized enough to document in great detail his findings on the Odin angle of the investigation. Enter the Odin report. It seems only prudent that the court would review the report in its entirety before reading the remainder of this memorandum. Okay, I want a side note. Judge Gold never read this.
Right.
Right.
Happy birthday, Jolie. She never read this. That's why in the third Frank hi. That's why in the third Frank's memorandum, he's like, I suggest you reread page 63 in case you need to be reminded. Yeah, because she never read it. And she said she never read it.
Yep.
How do you rule? And I mean, I understand it's 136 pages or something?
Mm-hmm.
And he's wordy sometimes and he repeats stuff sometimes, but it's for effect.
Right.
You know, and I think, you know, it's very long and it's very wordy, but I think the research into Odinism was important. You know, I'm also the one that writes in dissertations, so don't ask me.
I can read if need be too, just to throw in there if anybody needs a break.
You want to read?
I can read.
Have at it.
All right. The 12-page Odin report. As part of discovery, the defense received a 12-page Word document that provided a summary of Trooper Kevin Murphy's investigation of the Odinite angle. Over time, the reference poses the defense has come to call this document the Odin report. Therefore, to more clearly reference this document throughout the rest of the memo, the defense will use the Monarcher Odin report when discussing this report. The Odin report was created by Indiana State Trooper Kevin Murphy, who thankfully was independently curious. The Unified Command, though Liggett and Harmon, look, now I can't talk, had concluded by March 2017 that Brad Holder should be cleared as a suspect, as will be detained later. Further, Unified Command had claimed that it had concluded very early on, probably March 2017, that Odinites were not involved, as discussed earlier, despite Liggett and Holman's clearing Holder as a suspect in March of 2017, and despite a mystery Purdue professor dismissing all links between Odinism and the murders. Murphy pressed on. Murphy began investigating a man named Elvis Fields down in Rushville, Indiana, 126 miles away. The fruits from this investigation ultimately boomeranged Murphy, as well as law enforcement officers Greg Fierstein and Todd Click, back to Brad Holder and therefore back to Odinism.
Oh, I'm sorry. Side note. Jenny, you asked the other day about Pharisee.
Yeah.
Where did you go? He was shot in the line of duty and did die.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought that's what happened at the federal building.
I just couldn't remember what happened. Oh, she bounced out. Oh. There she is.
Y'all. The outside of one of the federal buildings there, and was Click there? Who was
Click
theirs?
Click was there. He helped
Yeah,
investigate, and then he retired after
yeah,
that
he retired after
investigation.
that. Yep, I knew that. Sorry. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, that's okay.
Mercy, Pharisee, and Todd Click dodged pursuit of the truth of what we citizens and those accused of crimes should expect our law enforcement. These honorable law enforcement officers were knocking on doors and conducting interviews, going wherever the evidence led them. Immediate following an interview, Murphy would record key aspects of that interview into a Word document. Over time, the Odin report grew from a single page from his first interview with Mary Jacobs to 12 pages, with the last pages used for summing up his thoughts from all the interviews he had conducted. The defense has attached this document to the memorandum and marked it as Exhibit 36. Surprisingly to Murphy, even though he was handing over to Unified Command powerful evidence that really painted a clear picture of who was involved in the murders, Holman and Leggett did not seem interested. Eventually, Murphy said that Unified Command phased out the Odinite Rush County angle. He, Murphy, figured that this phasing out was due to Unified Command knowing things that he, Murphy, didn't know. That eliminated the Odinism angle. Murphy further stated, I kind of took my marching orders and just did what I was told and went where I was needed. In other words, Murphy trusted that Unified Command was doing the right thing. Yeah. The defense would encourage the court to stop and review this document before continuing to read this memorandum, as the Odin report will be discussed over the next several pages. This is with it being bold and underlined. Who is Brad Holder? Who is Patrick Westfield? Who is Johnny Messer? Who is Elvis Fields? And who is Rod Abrams? And why does the evidence strongly point towards these men as having involved in the murders of Abby and Libby? The Odin report provides much of the information. However, the report is not the only source of evidence provided by the state of Indiana that links these men to the murder. The investigative fingerprints of Todd Click and the late Greg Ferenczi are predominantly something prepared throughout the Odin report. Y'all, sometimes words just don't work with me. Click
That's
also
okay.
prepared.
Sometimes I can't do words either. Goodness knows.
Click also prepared a roughly 85-page report and delivered to Unified Command. However, the defense didn't receive this document until September 8, 2023, nearly 10 months after defense counsel entered their appearance. The defense will now show what Liggett and the rest of Unified Command knew but refused to act on. This information is also what Liggett concealed from Judge Diener. The defense will include the evidence that linked these men to the crime scene and to each other, including the intimate knowledge that these men had of the crime scene that only someone who had been at the crime scene would know. Brad Holder's connection to the crime scene. Brad Holder's son, Logan Holder, was dating Evan Williams at the time of the murders. Nobody
Hang,
denies this fact. Yeah.
I was muted. I was talking and I was muted. Quick question. The new attorney that's helping out, did anyone ever determine if she's related to Judge Diener?
She's not, I don't think.
Okay.
I
I
don't
never
know that
saw
she
either
is.
way. I never saw either way, confirmed either way, but that's a weird last name.
I know it is. I kind of wondered the same thing when I heard Bob say that, but I didn't
What?
hear Bob say that they were, and I would have
He
thought
never
that if they
confirmed either
were,
way.
Mm-mm.
yeah, I would have thought
Yeah.
that if they were, he would have said, "Oh, that's so and so's wife, daughter, grand,
I was
whatever."
thinking daughter or niece or,
Yeah,
From what
but I
I've
don't
looked
know.
into, from what I've seen, quote unquote, uh, not related. Not related
yeah.
from what I've
Okay.
seen.
Okay.
So,
Fair enough.
yep,
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just was
you
one of the
good.
mental notes I had.
You good. Nobody denies this fact. Amber Holder, for example, discusses in fact on page 9 of the Odin report. Mhm. Exhibit 37 is a document memorializing the only known interview of Brad Holder concerning the Delphi murders, at least through August 30th, 2023. In that document, it is learned Brad Holder details that he was usually in Delphi every weekend visiting his friend Patrick Westphal and attending. How did you say that earlier, Jane? It's
Hang on.
Oh, hold on. Which word is it?
that weird word. It starts with an
Asatru.
A. Asatru religions.
I
Satcher,
don't know
yeah.
that that's how you pronounce it.
I don't know.
We're
But
going with
I
it.
don't know.
That works
Yeah.
fine. Asatru. Okay. Attending Asatru religious ceremonies at Patrick Westphal's house, usually on Sundays. Asatru is interchangeable with Odinism. Patrick Westphal and Brad Holder have been friends prior to the murders of Abby and Libby. In fact, Patrick Westphal and Brad Holder were found in a photograph together as late as January 21st, 2017. Find attachment and a copy of said photograph marked as Exhibit 38. Murphy noted on page 11 of the Odin report that Westphal appears 10 times in pictures that Holder posted on Facebook prior to February 13th, 2017. However, after February 13th, 2017, Westphal does not appear in any of Holder's posted photographs. What happened to the friendship of Brad Holder and Patrick Westphal? Amber Holder tells a very disturbing story, as can be viewed on page 9 of the Odin report. Amber told law enforcement the following. She, Amber, said that Brad spoke of Patrick one time when he was intoxicated and said that he and Patrick got into a fight and they no longer speak to each other. He told her that he and Westphal were in the woods near a river conducting a ritual. One of them said or did something that the other did not agree with, and they no longer talked to each other. She said the river was near Patrick's house. Note, Brad has a Facebook post with him and Patrick together on January 21st, 2017. Patrick Westphal was living in Delphi at Redacted Street, Delphi at the time. On attachment DN, some numbers marked as Exhibit 39 and filed as confidential. This document is narrative report of what is believed to be the only interview police conducted of Patrick Westphal. The address where Westphal was living at the time was 3.1 miles, or roughly a 7-minute drive to the cemetery, which is the closest entry point to where the girls were murdered. As we know from Exhibit 37 attached to the memorandum, Brad Holder admitted that he, Holder, spent every weekend hanging out with his friend Patrick Westphal in Delphi and participated in that religion ceremony on Sunday with Patrick Westphal. The girls were abducted on Monday, February 13, 2017. Patrick Westphal appeared to no longer be friends with after February 13, 2017. Defense is unaware as to where law enforcement were even mildly curious enough to speak with Brad Holder or Patrick Westfall out to out to ask them about um, explosive information. Amber told police about an argument over a ritual gone bad in the woods sometime in February 2017. Additionally, Richard Allen's defense team is unaware whether law enforcement sought a search warrant for Brad Holder's or Patrick's home. Amber tells a second and equally disturbing story. When interviewed a second time, Amber discussed another conversation she, Amber, had with Brad Holder. She had gone to Brad Holder's house to visit him. While the children were upstairs, she, Amber, inquired about Patrick Westfall under the ruse that Amber's girlfriend had a date with Patrick. This is what contained on page 10 of the Odin report. Brad became very nervous and told her that she needed to stay away from Westfall or she would end up dead. She said that Brad told her Westfall and his crew was responsible for the girl's murder of the he was responsible for the murders of the girl in Delphi. Ooh. And a fire that killed two girls. I asked her if she knew of the fires in Florida that killed four girls, and she said she was not familiar with any fires that killed any children until Brad mentioned it today. She said Brad may have been talking about that fire, but had the number of killed wrong. She said Brad told her that Westfall and his crew had friends in several states and that they had no problem killing race traders. I asked her to clarify race traders. She said she believed it meant white people were mixed with other races. Amber said that Brad told her that Westfall belongs to a group called Vinlers and 22. Brad told her Westfall had many people backing him up and powerful friends. She said that Brad was very nervous while telling her these things and was whispering like he was careful someone else would hear him. She said that throughout the conversation, Brad was constantly telling her to stay away from Westfall. He told her that Patrick had killed a lot of people and it didn't matter if they were innocent or not. Amber truly believed Brad is scared of Westfall. Prior to Amber leaving, she said that Brad told her to stay off Westfall's radar. And I can only protect you so much if you keep asking questions. He also told her that if Westfall found out she was married to him, that she would be in danger. Brad also questioned her on why Westfall would be going on a date that he was under the impression that Westfall was married or engaged to someone. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeesh. Yeah, those
So there were
guys
two.
are not to be like
Mm-mm.
I mean he's even telling her, "Yo, yeah, he's my friend, he's in my crew, but I don't want you talking to him."
Stay away.
Yeah.
Stay away. All right, hold on. I gotta get
Right.
a coffee.
Hmm. You want me
I
to
had to
take
get a drink
over?
of coffee. I can finish this last paragraph if you need.
Oh, okay.
Imagine being an investigator trying to solve a horrible murder having learned all this information. What would a good investigator do? What would good leadership in the form of unified command do with this information? We would ask the court to think about all the tools that law enforcement had in its arsenal to pursue an investigation once these explosive stories were told. It doesn't appear that Unified Command did anything. The question then may be, did they, including Liggett, want to do anything to investigate the Odinites? Was Unified Command and Tony Liggett, a member of Unified Command, acting intentionally or recklessly in the way it conducted its investigation? By extension, was Liggett acting intentionally or reckless in the concealing of this information from Diener in his affidavit or search warrant? Yeah. What else linked Holder to the crime? Well, that's like some bold questions we're putting out there
A
in the
lot of
memorandum.
questions, right?
Run on.
I love when they do those big, long run-on sentences. It's like, dude, you
I'm
guys went to law school. You don't know how to use a period.
Yep. I'm learning though the different ones have different styles and you can kind of tell who wrote what.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I had to guess, I'd say Baldwin wrote this.
Mm.
He's very wordy and long-winded and
He does
run
have
on
some
sentency.
geniuses.
Yeah, he yeah.
He uses some bold terms.
Osprick usually has like all the facts and the legal, like when it's
Law
like
quotes.
case this, case that, you know. But so and so versus so and so. It's like, yeah, Osprick wrote that.
Yeah, he does a lot of law quotes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what he does. Baldwin does a lot of the hey in your face singers to prosecution.
Yes.
Right. Hold on, let me put some chapstick on and I'll start.
I can read too if you want. I'm sorry, I got distracted.
Oh, you're
It
good.
happens.
You're good. Hold on a second.
It's all gonna take turns. Being around a rosy.
I'll read a couple pages and then you can take over for a little bit, QB.
Okay.
On April 7th, 2017, Holder posted a photo of a hand marked with the exact rune found on Abby's body. Attached and marked as Exhibit 41 is a Facebook post that displays Brad Holder's hand. The photo displays Brad Holder showing off a rune that was inked onto his hand, not a tattoo, but likely from an ink pen. This rune that Brad Holder is proudly showing off is the same rune that the killers laid on Abby's body using sticks. This image was posted by Brad Holder approximately 52 days after the murders. The public had no idea what the crime scene looked like and that Abby had sticks placed on her body like a Hegel rune. Yet Brad Holder coincidentally was showing off the same rune that was found on Abby. That should be important information for curious, honest, and well-intentioned law enforcement officers. Honest Trooper Murphy. Is that a zinger right there?
Say that again.
Honest.
They should have forgot. They forgot a dang comma is what is honest. Trooper Murphy admitted.
Oh, okay.
They forgot a comma.
Maybe they didn't forget a comma.
Like they're saying that the Trooper Murphy is the honest one. Honest Trooper Murphy admitted that the image of the rune drawn on Holder's hand was similar in appearance to the rune found on Abby's body. Find attached a side-by-side image of the rune that Brad Holder drew on his hand next to Abby's crime scene photograph. Yeah, I know it.
Hi.
Yeah.
Aww.
How old are you?
You're
Say
5.
5. All right. Where was I? Find attached a side-by-side image of the rune that Brad Holder drew on his hand next to Abby's crime scene photograph, marked as Exhibit 42 and filed as confidential. Mom. What, baby? Yeah, I know. She keeps telling me it's today.
Yes, it's today, birthday. The birthday today.
Is it your birthday? Yeah. Are you going to have cake and ice cream today? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to have presents today? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, party, party, dance, woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, baby. Marked as Exhibit 42 and filed as confidential. Trooper Holman, on the other hand, refused to admit that the two images on Exhibit 42 looked similar. I mean, it's a stretch that you could say that's the exact same formation, not information, but formation, is what Holman said when comparing the two. By admitting that these images match or look like each other, Holman would then have to be admitting that Holder should have been a suspect. Because the rune on his, Holder's, hand matched the rune found on Abby's body when the details of the crime scene were not known to the public. That is why Honest... Oh, he's calling him Honest.
He is calling him Honest.
Oh, wow.
That is why Honest Cop Murphy admitted the obvious, that the two images look alike. But Holman refuses to admit the obvious. Holman has hitched his wagon.
Oh, Lord.
Holman has hitched his wagon to Richard Allen's guilt and can't consider any other candidate, and certainly cannot concede that Unified Command's investigation has been a shameful embarrassment.
Wow.
Therefore, Holman has to continue the charade of proclaiming that the two images contained in Exhibit 42, yes, ma'am, yeah, don't look similar, whether he actually believes it or not. Okay, QB, you want to take over from
Yep,
here?
I got you.
Thank you, BB. I got to go take care of her real quick.
That's okay. Happy birthday. It's her birthday. She has whatever she wants.
Birthday!
Yep, whatever she wants.
Birthday.
However, while Holman cannot admit that the two images on Exhibit 42 look like one another, he, Holman, is the same person that claimed that only minor differences exist between Sketch 1 and Sketch 2. As you will learn later in the memorandum, Sarah Carball claims to have observed a man walking down the road with mud on his clothing around 3:57 p.m. on the day of the murders. The man she observed turned into Sketch 1. According to Holman, Sketch 1 is the killer, Richard Allen. You will also learn later in the memorandum that Betsy Blair observed a man on the High Bridge around 2 p.m. The man she observed turned into Sketch 2. According to Holman, this man is also the killer, Richard Allen. Interestingly, word on the crime streets is that both of those images were done within days of each other. And yet, that second image didn't come out until 2 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, that's not confirmed. That's allegedly, but that's what I heard. Later, you will learn that for Liggett's and Holman's timeline to work, Sketch 1 and Sketch 2 need to represent the same person, Richard Allen. Sketch 1 is attached as Exhibit 105, and Sketch 2 is attached as Exhibit 103. We would ask you, Judge, to take those exhibits out and to please look at them. Sorry. Those two exhibits, according to Holman, are the same person, Richard Allen, and they need to be the same person in order to support Holman's timeline. Yet Holman will not admit the obvious, that the men represented in these sketches look nothing like each other, nor like Richard Allen. Needing them to be the same man, Holman testified under oath that only minor differences existed between Sketch 1 and Sketch 2. This is how entrenched Holman is in his position that Richard Allen is guilty. He can't even admit the obvious. To further demonstrate the ridiculousness of Holman's alleged belief that except for minor differences, Sketch 1 and Sketch 2 look alike, let's look at what Todd Leesenby said about Sketch 1 and Sketch 2. In his sworn statement, Toby. Why do I keep saying Todd? Toby, or Tobe. They call him Tobe, don't they? Mm-hmm. Tobe Leesenby stated that Sketch 1 and Sketch 2 are in fact two different men. While Richard Allen sits in a prison waiting for a full disclosure of all evidence in the state's possession, the current sheriff and former sheriff can't even keep their story straight as to how many men were involved and whether Sketch 1 and Sketch 2 represent the same man, Richard Allen, as Holman. I put Allen and Holman together, as Holman claims, or two different men, Richard Allen and someone else, as Leesenby claims. While Holman will not agree that Brad Holder's Facebook hand ruined resembles the stick formation found on Abby's body, because that promotes Brad Holder as the suspect, at the same time, Holman will tell you that Sketch 1 and Sketch 2 look alike, with only minor differences, because that promotes Richard Allen as the suspect. How far was Holman willing to stretch this incredible claim? When Holman was asked which resembles each other more, Sketch 1 and Sketch 2, or the two images found side by side in Exhibit 42, Holman claimed that Sketch 1 and Sketch 2 looked more alike to each other than the two images found. I'm just adding words today. Then the two images found in Exhibit 42 look alike to each other. We asked the court the same question and see if you have the same answer as Holman. Please look at Sketch 1 and Sketch 2, then look at a side-by-side image on Exhibit 42. Would you claim under oath that Sketch 1 and Sketch 2 look more alike to each other than the two images found on Exhibit 42 look alike to each other? The fact that Holman refuses under oath to admit the obvious truth should provide insight into whether Holman and his fellow Unified Command member, Tony Liggett, acted intentionally in concealing information from Judge Diener. Y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Trooper Purdy and Trooper Winters were aware of an eerie image on Brad Holder's Facebook page of what appeared to be a fake murder scene mimicking Abby and Libby's murder scene. When Trooper Purdy learned from Becky Patty that Brad Holder was an Odinist, at least for a short period of time, he was curious about Brad Holder. This short-term curiosity led to Purdy looking into Brad's Facebook page, where he, Purdy, found a very eerie photograph. This photograph is marked as Exhibit 43. It shows two girls lying on what appears to be the ground of a forest. The girls either are dead or are posed as if they were dead. The girls have tree limbs arranged over their bodies. Y'all, the girl in the forefront of the photograph has her left arm and hand positioned very similar to that of Libby's left arm and hand, outstretched above her head. The defense has prepared a side-by-side photograph of the mimicked photograph compared with the crime scene photograph of Libby, which is marked as Exhibit 44 and filed as confidential. Although both girls are dressed and the limbs on the girls are not arranged exactly like the limbs and sticks on Abby and Libby, the similarity of that photo found on Brad Holder's Facebook page is pronounced. Purdy did not think much of this photograph in terms of it implicating Brad Holder. At least that is what he is now claiming in 2023. Y'all. I cannot. Sorry, I got to take a deep breath. However, even before Purdy had found that disturbing image on Holder's Facebook page, a tipster had beat him to the punch by finding it much, much earlier. The contents of a February 16, 2017 tip was written up in a report designated as that number. This tip came in just 2 days after the girls were found. This tip said the following: father of Logan Holder, ex-boyfriend of Libby, social media shows him a member of Vinlanders, posts of half-dead women, and fascinated with Gothic figures and symbols out of tree branches. Emphasis added. This report shows that Liggett actually approved further investigation of Brad Holder based upon that tip. This very same disturbing image came to the attention of law enforcement a third time by way of a gentleman named Ryan Boucher from Georgia. This tip was received by Trooper Joseph Winters on April 12, 2017, and converted into a report. An unredacted copy of this report is attached and marked as Exhibit 46 and marked as confidential. The defense will hereinafter refer to this as the Winters Report. Ryan Boucher has also signed an affidavit detailing his failed attempts to gain the interest of Carroll County law enforcement concerning the information that Boucher discovered on Holder's social media accounts. That affidavit is attached and marked as Exhibit 47. Boucher's affidavit also details other aspects of the case discussed in this memorandum. As the affidavit details, Boucher talked directly to then Sheriff Tobe Leesenby about Boucher's findings. This conversation would have occurred sometime before Boucher's April 12, 2017 conversation with Trooper Winters. Leesenby told Boucher that Holder was not a suspect and quickly dispensed the phone call as detailed in Boucher's affidavit. Y'all! Ugh! Ugh!
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing a hairbrush. What's going on in chat? Anything? We good?
Hey, Pitbulls.
Hi, Pitbulls.
Hey, Pitbull.
Sorry, I was running around trying to find some more of those photographs, but on Google, so I missed a lot of what you were saying because I was looking for stuff. So what are you shaking your
I'm just
hairbrush
over here
about?
getting because like this Boucher's stuff that he found on Holder's Facebook page and those photos of the girls. Well, okay, the photo reenactment on Holder's Facebook page that was brought up like 3 times that basically looked just like the murder scene. And they're like, no, he's not a suspect.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what?
Right.
Pitbull says the night I started sharing Holder info, within 6 hours he had me blocked on Facebook.
Yep.
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 Part of me wonders if the other 3 did it. And did it to Abby because of her connection with his son since he and Patrick fell out.
Yep. And also,
Holder's son dating Abby and Holder's drawings make him prime time.
yep. Yep.
Well,
And
I just think it's all sussy.
And I think it was Abby's mom that was in a biracial relationship.
Yeah.
And that threw them too.
Well, that was why he apparently they were saying that's why they wanted to do something, I guess, to her because she was the Logan's girlfriend, and
Right.
the mom was in a biracial relationship.
But everything seems to
About her birthday.
I know. It's okay. It's her birthday, Mom. It's her birthday. She can be all about it for a week or 2.
It's her birthday.
It's her birthday. So, but everything that we've heard though makes it sound like Libby got the brunt of it, which makes me wonder. They were talking about early on. They were talking about how did they get him down the hill? How did they get him down the hill? And everybody was saying, well, Libby wouldn't have left Abby. So if they snagged Abby, Libby would have followed. So if she fought them, that may have been why she ended up getting the brunt. But Abby may have been the target.
By the way, hi Lee. Lee came in and set the buffet up.
Oh, hey Lee, thanks. I can't look at chat and read this at the same time.
Same. It's hard for me to keep back and forth.
So, I'm on my phone, so it's even harder.
Abby was probably killed first, and Libby fought back.
Yep, that's what I thought, and that's why I thought how they could get them down the hill. The other thing that I think, okay,
Hey Lee,
QB, my sentiments, not the sentiments of the Crime Cafe. Blah blah blah. Disclaimer. Blah blah blah. Okay. The only way that they could get them without there being marks of a scuffle, because there really wasn't any, it didn't seem to be any marks of a scuffle, okay, is whether it was people they knew, family, or law enforcement, someone they trusted. I'll leave that there.
Well, someone did say, and this was a good, because I was wondering, what if there was, Lee, actually, I'm going to talk to Dale and see, because today is Kiddo's birthday, and I don't want to, I'm going to be dumping out early today after we do a press conference here in about 30 minutes after that press conference is over. I'll see. I'm going to talk to Dale and see. It's a
Are you talking about
possibility.
live
They may
tonight?
take- Right. That's what I'm talking about.
No, ma'am. No ham. No, ma'am. No ham. No turkey.
But I'm going to talk to him and see.
Okay. I'm not telling you what to do,
Yeah.
but
Hi, Chaloon.
It's kind of a
Hey,
celebratory
Chaloon.
day because of her birthday and his last day before spring break. And then,
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I'll be right back. I gotta bounce out for just a second, but I'll be right back.
okay, baby.
Okay.
Stephanie, if you want to read, I can send you the link, but are you sure that you want to?
Your jaw, ma'am. Your
Yeah,
jaw. Uh-oh.
right.
Did I get dumped out?
No, you're
Oh,
here.
okay. It clicked
Hey,
off. Go ahead.
Chaloon.
Hey,
Hey, dear.
Chaloon.
How are you feeling? Well, but Steph, you don't talk a lot. So, you get on here and start jabbing your jaw. I don't want to be the reason why you're hurting at the end of the day. Chaloon, how are you feeling, honey?
Hopefully you're feeling better.
I hope so. Lee said, I'm telling her what to do. No live tonight.
That's what I think. I think put a sign up that says it's Miss Jolie's birthday and we are celebrating and love y'all mean it. But I'll see you next week. Personally.
Good. I'm glad,
Allegedly.
Chaloon, that you're on the mend and you do
Oh,
need
I'm
to
glad.
keep taking it easy. Mickey said, tell Dale he should fix meatloaf to celebrate and I'll come help him eat it. Celebrate.
Ooh, I love meatloaf. Does Dale make good meatloaf? Is that why she's saying that?
I don't know. He's never made meatloaf. I make meatloaf.
Oh, do you make good meatloaf? I just need to know
Yeah.
who's making the good meatloaf.
I make good meatloaf.
Okay, add that to the list for when I show up. Okay.
Steph, what's the scurd and haul out mean? I'll take some scurd and haul out. What does that mean?
Lord have mercy.
Oh, Lord.
What is it? I don't know what that means. Chaloon, right? I know. Mickey said meatloaf. Now all I can taste is meatloaf with a big pile of ketchup. It's all I can. I'm like, yum.
Have you ever done the meatloaf with the potatoes inside?
Yes.
Oh, so good.
Okay. Well, Steph, there's the.
The link is in the chat.
I'll post it in there again for her so she don't have to dig for it. Well, it's not too far up there, but here you go. Here you go, Miss Ma'am. And the StreamYard link is up there too, not further past. Let me grab it, copy, and paste.
Copy and paste.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Dale can throw down in the kitchen. He's a good cook, Mickey.
I'm coming to hang out in the quirky corner. I need to know what that is.
Right.
Her
What
quirky
is that?
corner.
I want to play there and make chickens. Mickey Jor, have you ever made the leggy frogs? I want to make some leggy frogs. I want to make some leggy frogs.
She's
Have you
made a
seen
lot
them?
of leggy frogs. Yeah, she's got
I
lots
love
of
them. They're
leggy
so
frogs.
cute. And I saw some. I was so proud. Y'all be proud of me. Y'all be proud of me. You proud of me? Be proud of me. So the $1.25 tree had the bright green chenille that they use for the leggy frogs, and they never have it. They never have it. And I was about, when I was tossing everything else in my cart, I was about to toss like 10 of them in my cart, and then I put them back. Are we proud? Be proud of me. That was
Aw, I'm
big.
proud of
Aw.
you.
That was big because I want to make leggy frogs, and that stuff's perfect. It's that Premier Chenille stuff. And I put it back because I could sell them yarn. Okay, but I don't have green chenille. Like, I mean,
Nikki has trouble getting the right shades of green.
this one, girl, this one is like a greenish chartreuse, like lime sherbet. It's like
Mm-hmm.
lime sherbet color. It's so pretty. It'd be a perfect leggy frog. Perfect leggy frog. I have
Mm.
some acrylic that's the perfect color. It's like a Grinch color. Um, but I'd have to double it up and it wouldn't be as squishy. I want it to be squishy. Anyways, sorry. I was just trying to fill time.
That was a big old
Mm.
sidebar.
Oh, yay, Margaret. Margaret says I'm off tomorrow, so I'm staying up late diamond painting.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yay, Margaret. Yeah, that's what I do.
Um,
Outside of keeping up with the documents in the chat and this and that, I'm also diamond painting.
oh, I just heard Steph was waiting
Oh,
on her. Okay, Steph, I'm gonna add you right now. Hey,
Hey, okay, give me 1 second because
I've missed your voice, ma'am.
I
Right?
know.
I've missed you guys too.
Uh,
Why am I hearing myself on a delay? Oh, because I have,
oops.
sorry, I still had YouTube open on my laptop. So I was hearing it through both StreamYard and YouTube.
Wow.
Sorry, it took me
Lee,
a minute. I had to email myself the
Lee,
link
tell her
because
I'm
I don't have
on
Discord on the laptop.
and she can sing next week. Make it a plan. Okay.
Okay.
You'll have to let QB tell you where she stopped because I
Yeah, I
don't.
was
I
about to
lost
say,
track.
I don't know where we're at.
Okay, stand by.
I know we're on
Stand
page
by
63.
your man.
63.
Page 63.
Yeah, I think I was at the end of 63.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that last paragraph, you could probably read that one again. That would be all right.
The last paragraph on 63.
Yeah.
Let me get here in the
Are you
right
talking about
place.
despite lesbi, or are you talking about this very same?
Despite
Yes.
Leesenby.
Leesenby, whatever. Leesenby
Whatever.
lesbi.
I mean, we all say it different. It's fine.
It's okay.
Despite Lesenby's comments essentially telling Boucher that Holder had been eliminated as a suspect, Boucher was undeterred. Boucher felt something was off and called the state police post. As detailed in the Winters report, once Boucher provided his ID, Boucher then provided Winters pictures from Holder's media account depicting tree limbs on the ground displaying runes consistent with the Odin belief system. Then Winters wrote in the report that the provided media pictures show unknown young girls believed to be deceased with sticks placed over their bodies. The sticks across the females on Holder's media were believed to be symbols or runes.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. I knew there was images on his phone, but I didn't know they were deceased.
Or what
It
appear to
should
be.
be noted that law enforcement has, to this day, still failed to turn over this mimicked murder photograph found on Holder's Facebook page. Do I need to read the parentheses stuff, the different exhibits and reports?
Yeah.
Not. I mean, you don't have to. You can skip past that unless it's like
Looks very
something that
pertinent.
sounds important, you know. But I
Okay.
wouldn't.
Fortunately, defense counsel was able to find Winters' report in the sea of evidence, and upon reading it, understood the potential importance that this photograph may have in terms of Holder's culpability in the murders. The only problem is that law enforcement had failed to produce it for the defense. Fortunately, through due diligence, the defense team located Boucher, drove to Georgia, and met with Boucher, who then was willing to provide the images to Richard's defense team, and did in fact turn those images over to Richard Allen's defense team. Even as recently as at his August 23rd, 2023 deposition, Winters stated that he was still unable to locate the images referenced in the Winters report that Boucher had provided Winters back on April 12, 2017. This means that if the defense team had not traveled to Georgia, the defense, would still not be in possession of this exculpatory piece of evidence, and also would not have been able to ask questions at depositions to law enforcement concerning those images. To this very day, the state of Indiana has yet to turn over the images that Boucher provided Winters back in 2017. Following his interaction with Boucher, as can be read in Winters' report, it was apparent that Trooper Winters' interest was piqued. The details surrounding the February 14, 2017 crime scene was a well-guarded secret hidden from the public. Yep. Yet somehow, Brad Holder, an Odenite whose son dated Abby Williams, had 1. An image of on his Facebook page that closely resembled the crime scene, and 2. appeared to have used an ink pen to draw a rune on his hand that mimics the very rune that was found on Abby. Both images are described in Winters' report. So what did Winters do once he realized that it appeared that Abby's boyfriend's dad, Brad Holder, appeared to know intimate details about a crime scene kept confidential from the public? He spoke with Jerry Holman. The information that Winters unearthed via Ryan Boucher was so impactful on Winters that he, Winters, remembers talking with Jerry Holman of Unified Command. Winters even recorded the following in his report. I spoke with F. Sergeant Holman on August 12, 2017. I don't know what the F is for. Former Sergeant Holman advised that FBI had interviewed Holder shortly at the beginning of the investigation. In his deposition, Winters provided his reasoning. Yeah, I think there's some substantial things that need to follow up on. In the same deposition, Winters also said that he wanted to make sure that all the information I had captured in my time from that was passed on. And because I had just taken that information, I just wanted to make sure if I had no contact with anybody involved in this case again, that they were aware that I generated this supplement. Winters felt that the Boucher tip was important. He felt it so important that he wanted to make sure someone followed up on the lead by, at a minimum, re-interviewing Brad Holder. Again, it should be noted that as of September 11, 2023, the defense has still not received the February 17, 2017 interview of Holder. We know why.
And guess what? You're not going to.
Never.
Mm-hmm.
Even the state of Indiana's most recent discovery dump, which occurred on September 8, 2023, still did not contain Holder's February 17, 2017 interview. However, on September 8, 2023, Rick's defense team learned something very interesting. On about September 4, 2023, Trooper Holman finally followed up on Winters' request by finally re-interviewing Holder. It only took 5+ years.
Right.
The defense still has not received Holder's first interview from February 17, 2017. We will see how long it takes for the state to turn over Holder's second interview from September 4, 2023. If Holman did in fact re-interview Holder on September 4, 2023, it should be noted that the interview came on the heels of the defense team's contentious August 10, 2023 deposition of Holman. The defense asked Holman, "Are you going to fix these problems or are you going to actually look for the truth?" His response, "I'm going to look for the truth, but I think I've already found the truth. But I definitely will look into this, no doubt about it, and I will find out if we have done the follow-ups, and I don't know about it. And I will let Prosecutor McClelland know, and he can forward that information to you." The defense looked forward to watching the first Holder interview from February 2017, as well as the most recent Holder interview, to see if Holman treated Holder as an actual suspect, a label befitting the strong evidence that connects him to the murder, or if Holman's interview consists of softball questions lobbed at Holder with the purpose of fending off the defense rather than seeking the truth.
Wow.
The thing is I'll never forget that February 2017 interview.
No,
Yeah,
and here's
and I
another
never did.
one thing I don't know if it's mentioned closer or further on into this, but I know they did say, and I don't remember where I heard this at, that in his first interview, he said that he had only met Abby like once or
Yeah.
twice or something like
Yeah.
that. In the
And then
second
another time he said he
interview,
never met her.
right, he says he never met her. And that's a big nah. You either
Yeah.
meet somebody or you don't.
Yeah.
You don't
Right.
forget that you've met that person, especially considering it's your son's girlfriend.
Right.
Unless the only
Right.
time he met her was when he was killing her.
Ouch.
Allegedly.
Alleganally.
Yeah. I don't know.
Speculatorily.
Yes.
Speculatorily.
Devicle's clavicle. Not really.
Ellie.
Not. I don't have any Devicle's clavicles when it comes to Brad Holder, but okay.
No.
Brad Holder created a creepy painting of a man believed to be Odin hanging upside down from a tree with his legs posed similar to Abby's at the crime scene. This painting also contains 2 hidden Easter eggs, including a red F rune at the base of the tree, just like the F rune painted on the tree at the crime scene. I mean, that's what they call guilt knowledge.
There's
Wow.
too many coincidences,
Quinky dinks.
Yeah.
There's
What is the saying? If it walks like a duck and sounds like a duck, it's probably a
might
duck.
be a duck.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot Darth Vader's back.
Yeah. I'm trying to quit. I legit spent like $40-something worth of candy because I have the CVS Extra Care, so I had $10 credit, and I just went ham on candy to try to stop vaping, but it's not working so far. But I really want to test if that's why this all is going on.
Right.
Okay. I'm looking at chat because I can't see chat when I'm reading. Okay. No one's talking to me, so I don't care.
We're
Just
good.
kidding. Love you.
I will say that Lisa and a couple other people in the chat want the meatloaf with mashed potatoes inside recipe.
Oh yeah, okay. I will tell you this. This is the I'll try to find the recipe. I make my own.
Get the Snickers salad one too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I will mental note, okay, y'all take note of this. If you don't remember nothing else, you gotta get low fat, not low fat, but lower fat. I'm laughing. You'll know why I'm laughing when I tell you. You gotta get the lower fat beef. The first time I made it, I was young. I didn't know no better. And I just got the beef that you get when you get the beef. And the mashed potatoes slid right out of the...
I bet. And the mashed potatoes were plum orange looking too.
You know how the grease runs out when it cooks? Mashed potatoes went with it. And there was I was mortified. I was
It was just a
like,
pond of mashed potatoes
it
around the
was
meatloaf.
around the meatloaf. Yeah, around the meatloaf.
It was like
and I
a
was
moat.
like,
The
what
meatloaf was the
happened?
castle, and the
Yep.
potatoes became the moat for the
Yep.
castle.
It just went out. It just went straight out. I was like, so it took me forever to figure it out. I was young, y'all. Don't laugh. You can laugh. It was funny. But yeah, so mental note, get a lower fat content. Or otherwise your mashed potatoes will slide out. Or alternatively, put it in a bread pan so it don't slide out. Anyways, side note.
Oh.
I meant to get this. Dang nabbit, I just got a thing delivered. Y'all had me on the Oreo thing, so I ordered stuff to make the Oreo thing, and I forgot to get the stuff to make the Snicker salad.
Aw,
Rude.
rude. Guess it's time for another delivery.
Look, these people come to my house like daily. Okay,
I was about to say.
They know
I
your
mean,
name.
but wait till I throw down because there was like 100 bags of them orange chicken things.
Were they good? Have you had them
Those
yet?
yet?
I haven't had because I was eating the things, the little
The
Caesar thing.
pizza.
I still got 4 of them left, but I'm gonna hit them orange chicken things tonight. But then I
Gotta
got
let me know.
oh I will. I got the McDonald's breakfast, but I don't eat the whole thing at once. So I'm gonna eat some pancakes here in a little bit.
You love pancakes.
Their pancakes are so. You know why they put Sprite in them?
Ew.
They do. That's why they're so fluffy and good. Don't say ooh. You
Hey,
never
I'm going
tried
to
the
tell you
McDonald's
what right
pancakes?
now. I'm going to tell you what right now. When Grace was here this summer, you know how we always had the whole biscuit and
Right,
scone
right,
debacle,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
right.
So she makes hers homemade, and it calls for, okay, here's the thing. We call it Sprite here, but over there it's lemonade. So whenever she was running around our US
What?
grocery stores looking for lemonade, she was like, "Why does it look like cloudy
Urine.
water? Why does it look like cloudy pee?" And I'm like, "Because it's lemonade." And she's like, "No, lemonade's clear." And I'm like, "No, but honey, it's not."
Oh my goodness.
And
That's
she's like,
funny.
and lemonade also has fizz to it. And I'm like, "No, it don't." And she's like, "Yeah, it does." So yeah. Come to find out, her lemonade is Sprite, and they put Sprite
I
in
don't know
their
nothing about that.
homemade biscuits.
I don't know.
Well,
My
it's
favorite
all I
pancakes
know.
are sweet cream.
Oh, yeah. Where are those from? Where are those from?
I get them at a restaurant, but the brand Krusteaz
Yeah, Christie's has them.
has
Yeah,
them,
but there's a
and they
restaurant
are
here that has them.
yummy.
Anyways, food, cafe. That's all. We
Yep, we're doing the cafe part.
we're doing the cafe
Let me
part.
know when we
Y'all
want
move
to go
along.
prime.
Well, it's 1:55. You can continue reading if you want for another couple more minutes, or we can stop and just have a conversation and wait for the.
Well, we're
I'm
probably at a
watching.
good.
Let's stop there.
Yeah, that's a good stopping point,
Yeah, it's a
I
good
think.
stopping point.
Because it's a
Okay.
good, yeah.
Okay, we'll stop at
Mom.
the page 66. Let me write that
Because I
down.
missed y'all.
I got it too.
Okay.
I
I miss
screenshotted it.
you.
So
Totally miss your voice.
Rod?
My voice.
Rod
Never heard
and your
that
Darth
before.
Vapor.
Yes, and the dark paper.
Blowing clouds. I did go through, because I can't remember the last time I cleaned my tank. Like the
That could
glass.
be the problem,
Yeah, so I went through and I cleaned the
ma'am.
inside part with rubbing alcohol and used soap and water to clean the glass. And
So I'm gonna go with, since we're having conversation, I got words. I'm gonna go with, I understand where you're going with this whole granuloma and the vape. However, medically,
Yeah.
unless it's a dirty tank or you got some fungulitis in there or something, I don't think so. Now Could it
All the tests
agitate
are
it?
coming back negative, though. Like for different types of bacteria that they're testing, they tested tuberculosis and all this other stuff, and it's all negative.
I'm just
But I
saying.
did just find out that my cousin in Massachusetts, because my dad only speaks Portuguese and he speaks like old school, old country, his
Yeah,
village kind of Portuguese, and his
yeah,
voice is really gruff that it's hard to communicate with him over the phone.
right.
So even my aunts were like, we understood him better when he was drunk. Now he doesn't drink anymore. He's an alcoholic and now he doesn't drink, and they're like, we can't understand anything you're saying. But my mom called him to tell him what was going on, and he went and passed the information on to the family, and his two younger sisters are very Americanized. They're the ones who taught me English. So they started texting me, and once they started texting me, they're like, okay, we need you to give us updates because your dad don't know what you're talking about, and he's not giving us the information accurately. So they've been checking in with me, and I talked to my aunt, and I sent her the video of like one cheek to the other with swelling, and she was like, oh my god, Karina had that. That's my cousin. And she sent me a video of my cousin Karina, and she was like, they said it was like blocked in the parotid, and but she's like, every time she gets sick it swells again.
Goodness
So I'm like,
gracious.
well, there's a few different autoimmune diseases that it could be. That's what I'm leaning towards, because I'm right on that. Like, it says like a negative result is less than 1.20, and then my result is less than 1.20. Like, it says exactly the same thing, so I'm right on the line. So I'm like, I don't know if it's an autoimmune thing. If it is, I'll let you know, because it might be hereditary. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it hasn't been a good time. There's some mornings I wake up and I have to like physically take my head in my hands in order to get up.
Fun. Not.
Yeah.
Not.
And I missed you guys.
We
Who missed you?
We did miss you.
I've been wanting to hop in, but then I always end up falling asleep. And then when I try to come in,
Looks like they're ready.
Huh?
Looks like they're ready.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Thank you, JB, for the link. Oh,
Hello,
here we
everyone.
go.
Thank you so much for being here. My name is Alibet Suarez. I'm the Communications Director for the City of Kissimmee. Chief Betty Holland will be providing remarks about the progress of the investigation. After that, she will open the floor for questions. We are not doing one-on-one interviews after the press conference. If you have any questions that are not related to this case, please send an email to kpdpio@kissimmee.gov. At the end of the press conference, you will receive a package with information about the case in English and Spanish. Now, I would like to introduce Chief Betty Holland.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today and allowing us to provide an update on our investigation into Madeline Soto's disappearance and death. Madeline was reported missing on Monday, February 26, 2024, just one day after her 13th birthday. Since then, our investigation has been relentless, fueled by the unwavering commitment to uncover the truth. During our forensic investigation, we uncovered disturbing evidence, graphic images, and videos depicting crimes being committed. It was during this examination that we learned we needed to act swiftly to remove the suspect, Stefan Stearns, from our streets. Despite the arrest, our investigation into her disappearance remained ongoing. We understand the importance of thoroughly exploring every lead and piece of evidence. The Kissimmee Police Department, along with other law enforcement agencies in Central Florida, continue their search for Madeline for the next several days following her disappearance, and we turn to the public for help. During this time, Our investigators combed through a significant number of tips, and on March 1st, we received information placing Stern's vehicle in a rural area of St. Cloud, where ultimately Madeline's body was discovered. We are all deeply saddened by the outcome of Madeline's disappearance. The Kissimmee Police Department continues to piece together the timeline leading up to the events that occurred. I want to address some questions we are receiving from the media in everyone's effort to keep the community up to date on this tragedy. At this time, Stearns is facing a total of 60 charges related to our investigation. This includes sexual battery, lewd and lascivious molestation, and unlawful possession of materials depicting sexual performance by a child. These charges reflect the meticulous work of our law enforcement community. Our detectives also are working closely with the State's Attorney's Office for the Ninth Judicial Circuit and the Medical Examiner's Office on the investigation. Death investigations are complex. Tasks like forensic analysis and thorough interviews are crucial and require careful attention. It is vital to address these misconceptions in the pursuit of justice while preserving the integrity to the case. During an investigation such as this one, we gather additional information from individuals close to the deceased. Each person interviewed is treated as involved until proven otherwise. This is a standard protocol to ensure all the facts are uncovered. During our investigation, we have interviewed many individuals. Each interview has been vital to our understanding of the case. We are reviewing all of the information we received and are following up on every lead. Attention to detail and the diligence are the most important aspects of this investigation. We are committed to transparency and will provide updates when possible. Madeline's story has touched the hearts of many. Rest assured, our department is diligently working on the investigation, and while we appreciate the public's interest, we must prioritize the integrity of the investigation. We appreciate your support and understanding as we gather the facts. We intend to release additional information in the future, providing more details that we do not compromise the ongoing investigation. We vow to do everything in our power to ensure Madeline's memory is honored with justice. Our detectives are dedicated to pursuing every lead, uncovering every fact, and holding those responsible accountable. Now I will open it up for any questions.
Chief, I have a question. We know that you're working behind the scenes during this investigation to make sure everything is in order, but what can you tell us new today that we don't already know?
I don't have anything new that you don't already know, other than our detectives are working tirelessly day in and day out to ensure, all the facts are uncovered in this investigation.
Chief Holland, is the mother a suspect or a person of interest in this investigation? And also with the videos that you uncovered, is there any evidence of the mother's involvement on any of these videos?
So everyone that was close to Madeline is considered suspect until we have proven otherwise.
Chief, how close are we able to know what actually happened to Madeline Soto?
Well, this is a very sensitive and, it's very intricate. We want to make sure that we uncover every single fact and all the evidence before, we don't want to put a timeline on it, basically, because the detectives are very meticulous in what they do. And we want to be sure that everything is uncovered that possibly can.
So can you release any information about the manner in which Maddie died at this point?
No, ma'am, we are still waiting on the medical examiner's report.
Chief, do you believe Maddie was killed inside of the family's home or somewhere else?
We're still uncovering all of those details. I'm not going to speculate on that until we have the facts.
Chief, can you tell us if Stephen Stearns acted alone in all of this?
We're still uncovering all the evidence. I don't want to speculate whether he was or not. We will wait until the investigation, is completed to make that determination.
Has Stephen Stearns said he acted alone, or what has he said in interviews with you? Since we know he's in jail.
Yes.
What has he told you about other people's involvement, if any?
He has invoked his right to a lawyer, so we have not spoke with him.
Is there any time that you can expect an update for us? The public is asking every single day, and we understand that you're working on the investigation, but we would like to give them something.
I don't want to rush my detectives. I think it's paramount that they take their time. And, Mr. Stearns is not going anywhere. he's in jail and he's going to be there for a while. So my detectives, I want them to be, just look at every single detail and make sure. But I don't want to give a timeline at this point.
Chief, you mentioned you're working closely with the medical examiner. What does that relationship kind of look like, and what information are they able to release to you before that exam is complete?
So not really. I wouldn't say that they've released an information. We depend on the medical examiner's report for our report. So we're going to have to wait until they release that report.
Did you believe there are any additional victims?
No, it appears that this all was isolated to the home.
Chief, I'm still trying to get a sense of things. Do you still feel like you have more questions than answers at this point?
I think our questions are being answered slowly but surely. For the integrity of the investigation, we have to, keep things close until such time as we hold those accountable for her death.
Chief, do you feel like this is taking longer than it should because Stearns is not speaking?
No, I just think that, sometimes these investigations are just very lengthy. We know that he is in jail and he is not going anywhere. So the detectives are just making sure they cross the T's and dot their I's. They want to put together, a foolproof investigation.
Chief, is the mother and the family members being cooperative and answering questions? Have they lawyered up? And also the father of Madeline, who is not a Florida resident, is he a part of this investigation or at least being asked questions?
We have interviewed, all those family members that are close. Mother has cooperated. She did give us an interview. So there's, no one is not cooperating other than Stearns.
We know that the crimes were committed in the home. We also have, the date of birth of the person, but we have not confirmed that that is Madeline Soto. Would you be able to confirm that information for us?
Right. So all of the charges are with children under the age of 18, and they are protected. Their identity is protected under the law.
So it's gonna expect. It's been a couple of weeks. Nobody's charged for the murder of Madeline. Nobody knows exactly what happened to Madeline. We can expect in the couple of days someone's gonna face charge for the murder of Madeline Soto.
When the detectives put their case together, like I said before, they want to ensure their investigation is tight. We're working, hand in hand with the state attorney's office to ensure, every piece of evidence is revealed and uncovered. So I can't put a timeline on when that might be.
And Chief, with his cell phone, there's one thing to understand here. So he originally went to the Orange County Sheriff's Office. At least that's what we understand. He gave the cell phone to the Orange County Sheriff's Office. The Sheriff's Office then found something on his phone, which led to an arrest. In the arrest affidavit from Kissimmee PD, it says he offered his phone freely to Kissimmee PD. Can you kind of explain how that happened? Because I just have a tough time understanding how somebody who's been arrested for something on his phone freely gives a phone up again.
Well, I don't know the intricate details I do know that the Orange County Sheriff's Office and Kissimmee Police Department were working hand in hand, during, the actual disappearance investigation. So I don't want to speak on exactly how that happened, but it's not uncommon for us to ask someone if they want to, give up their phone.
Chief, is there anything in particular that keeps you up at night regarding this case?
Well, a lot of things keep me up at night. My takeaway from this is talk to your children, families, talk to your kids. Know that there are agencies out there, the abuse hotline, Help Now, that people can report suspicion to. And I would encourage mothers and fathers to have those conversations with the kids and be aware.
Last question. Had you guys investigated this family before?
Not for anything like this, no ma'am.
I'm sorry, can we just confirm how long that relationship was, the mother and the stepfather?
That is still being under investigation. We're trying to get the timeline for that.
Chief, I have one more question. This is a case that became really big out of nowhere for a lot of people, but what has the department learned through all of this so far?
Well, this was a very tragic event. I think that, like I said earlier, it's up to us, up to each family member to have those conversations with your kids and report any suspicion of abuse to your school resource officer, to an adult that's a trusted adult, to any police officer that's out there. So just report it and let the law enforcement community investigate. Okay. Thank you.
Well, that was sort of a dud.
That could have been an email.
I think they were
Right?
just trying to squash all the rumors and stuff with her case.
Yeah, I
It
get
could have been
that.
an email.
Yeah. I was fully expecting, because they were making such a big thing about it,
I thought they were going to
that
charge somebody.
they were going to have, I thought that they were either going to charge mom or they were going to add murder charges onto Stefan.
See, that's what I thought. I thought they were going to add additional charges to him and possibly bring it up. But if you did note, she was like, everybody close to her is
Yep.
still a suspect.
Yep.
Right.
Is a suspect until proven otherwise. And she didn't say anybody was proven otherwise. So,
Mm-hmm.
but like Steph said, she probably, I mean, okay. I'm going to try not to be mean.
I don't know. I'm still muted. Hi.
But mom doesn't seem to be the sharpest tool in the shed.
Right.
And it could be her ability to think for herself is gone because of what she's gone through. So that could be it too. But I agree with Steph that she is not going to see it coming.
Mm-mm.
And
No.
I'll tell you that he, the abuser never has, and this is Allegheny, okay? Ain't nobody said that he abused her, but anyways, but he's
I sure
not
hope
gonna,
he did, because if he didn't, there's no excuse for her to allow what happened to her daughter.
Yeah. I mean, like, at least some kind of mental hold over her or something.
Yeah.
But he is not going to have the allegiance to her that she's got to him. That's for sure.
Mm-mm. No.
Whether her allegiance is via a stronghold or whatever, whatever the case may be, he ain't going to have that allegiance. And if, he's looking at 100 years in jail versus, 30, he'll roll on her in a skinny minute.
Well, and I'm thinking that he's gonna. I'm thinking that that's kind of one of the reasons why they've scheduled his trial so soon, because it's in May.
Yeah.
And
it must be cut and dry.
But I think what they're trying to do is they're like, let's get this set quick,
right?
And then that way it might push him to make
Force
some
him
kind of a
to turn
deal
quick.
to turn on
Mhm.
her, and then
Yeah.
they'll get her in addition.
Yeah.
Because they're probably like, dude, we know that you killed her. And does Florida have death penalty?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
they're probably like,
And they're
we
proud
know
of it.
you, we know you killed her. And if you don't want us to add murder onto you and you get the death penalty, then we can offer you life.
Yep.
If you give us proof of mom having some sort of something. Because I feel like the investigators really feel like, and as far as her running, I think they already know. I think they know where she's at, what she's doing. I think they got eyes on her at all times.
Yeah, and I mean, after I said that, I thought about it. And again, if it's an abusive situation and one, depending on how the abuse went, he could have all the funds tied up. Two, if she's dependent on him to tell her who, what, where, when, and why, then she ain't going nowhere because she don't know how to make those decisions, or she's not in a position to make those decisions.
Oh my
But
God.
also, while he's in prison, it gives her time to someone.
I got it.
Somebody.
I got it.
Thank you.
It might. I forgot what I was saying because I got distracted by that. The longer that she's away from him, the less his hold becomes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
True story.
Yep.
So she might be going to them
Well,
if
and
she's
that's what I
not
was.
involved, but I doubt it.
Yeah, and maybe she goes to them and says, "Hey, look, okay, here's the situation. Here's where I was." I mean, if she was smart, she'd get an attorney, and the attorney could at least advise her and say, "Look, you're culpable. You're in this. Okay, even you were abused, whatever. Let's go to them. Let's tell them you were abused. Let's tell them that he had a stronghold on you. You know, you didn't have anything to do with the murder, but you knew about the cover up or whatever."
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know if she thinks she's safe, you know,
Mm-hmm.
is she going to get an attorney?
Right.
Because the police aren't going to say, "We, what do you need an attorney for? You didn't do anything, right?" So also, y'all, even if you're innocent, if you get picked up for something, get an attorney.
Yep.
Right.
And don't buy that BS. Oh, well, if you were innocent, you don't need an attorney. No, if you're innocent, you really need an attorney.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're innocent, you're sitting there blabbing, flapping your gums about how you're so innocent and what you didn't do, and inadvertently they'll turn something that you. I'm not anti law enforcement or anything. I'm just saying, protect yourself. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
They're there to get confessions,
QB,
not always truth.
and that's the thing. Like, people are like, "Well, they can't lie to you." Yeah, they can.
Yeah, they can, and
Yeah,
they
they
will.
can, and they will. And so, y'all just protect yourself. I'm not saying that anybody in this, would ever be, in that situation, but
I hear the
who
police.
dog is that?
What a puppy.
Mine, sorry. I think Amazon is outside.
I got 3 little video clips over here on Twitter that I want to share with you guys real quick before we head out. This is
Okay.
just a couple little updates regarding Riley Strain.
Okay, Brian, I agree with you. Hopefully someone is telling her that, legal aid, that's a big thing in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a pro bono. They advertise a lot too. So I would hope that someone has told her that. I can't say that they would, but I mean, if I'm looking at, look, if I was even anywhere near this, I'd be like 1-800 free attorney. Where y'all at? Y'all know I have a defense.
Now.
Well, yeah, follow me now. That freaked me out, y'all.
Come now.
That showed up on my Facebook feed, and I was like, "Nope, no, Cleo, not today.
That's so funny.
Not today, Cleo."
Oh, this is on the screen right now is the Chris Dingman or something like that. He's one of the family friends that's been doing a lot of the interviews and stuff for the family. And this was an update he shared earlier today. So yeah, let's check this out real quick. It's a couple minutes long, I think. Hold on just a second. Let me mute my mic.
You're in contact, and you can help us police those and keep able just to release this morning about possible cam footage, which we're literally standing there. It's not been released by the police yet. I don't know if there's actually something in that footage once Riley went right through here that they're following up on, and I totally understand that if they are. But the family was shown some footage right here, which helps answer a lot of questions. If you kind of pan over here, you'll see the steps that lead up. Mm-hmm. That's actually the steps that a lot of people said, "Hey, did he go off this trail? Did he go up?" There's actually a camera up on top of the two, what I'm thinking is the elevator shafts, that gave us this footage. Riley actually stopped at the light pole right behind me here and stood there for about 6 to 7 seconds, was either playing on his phone or something like that, and then took back off north, back towards the second bridge. If you want, you can pan around. actually where the crew is set up today, handing out flyers and stuff, which is nice. That yellow sign just past them is about the last place that we see him on video. So hopefully that helps and gives everybody information.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the public at large about, as we talked about earlier, about going down rabbit holes? Or
unfortunately, the huge amount of information we've gotten, there is a lot of dark areas that if people have intentionally tried to send us and divert us from what we're doing. So yes, there are a few places, definitely go and look at. I know you're one of the big fans of this and you've been supporting us. They can reach out to you. You can point them in the right direction. But and if you guys see something out there that that looks fake or something, just reach out to you, because I know you're in contact and you can help us police those and keep people from going down the wrong areas and wrong avenues and possibly sending the right lead that we need to the wrong people.
Is there anything else you want to say to the public?
Just, we love everybody and thank you for doing what you're doing. We just want Riley home.
And to clarify, we know that Riley was last seen here, and then on down this way to the Woodland Street Bridge.
Yes.
And that's where
just to the yellow sign down there.
Well, just to the yellow sign.
Our zero area of no footage has shrunk dramatically.
Right. And that's where his debit card was found, just
down in that area. Yes.
Down maybe 200 feet.
Yeah.
I'm not good with numbers.
Me neither. Football field, I can give you a good idea. But yeah.
Me too.
Yep.
Chris, thank you.
Hey, thank you, sir. Thank you for doing what you're doing.
But
So I wonder if they're talking about that video with the other people and the white shirt and this guy leaning over here and leaning over there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. There was this video here. I don't know if this is the same one. Hold on, Okay, that's not playing. That's not that's a screenshot.
Able just to release.
Hold on.
This morning about possible cam footage.
There was something else. Oh, this one.
okay. Okay.
If you could start by saying and spelling your first last name so you get a draft right.
Yeah, Edwin Hogan, EDWIN, HOGAN.
What's your position?
Emergency Management Director for Cheatham County and County Fire Chief.
Talk me through what you guys have been called out to do today.
Well, we started actually yesterday. Ashland City Fire Department put their boat in the water and ran to the county line and back, Davidson County line, and we've done the same thing today. TWRA's had a boat out here. Our boat was out here, and then Ashland City Fire Department. We're just checking the water, checking the banks, just to see if we can come up with anything for the search. So we're going to continue again this afternoon as well.
Sonar, what kind of tools are you using?
No, we're just checking the open water. There's been 3 barges come through today, and so we feel like at this point we should be able to see something on the water.
Is there a possibility he's beyond the dam?
Yes, there is. We the dam, Cheatham Lock and Dam's been looking for the last 4 or 5 days. They did some extensive work there yesterday, letting some things through, debris through, and checking, and they continue to check several times a day. So there's a possibility that could happen.
Talking about some of the challenges that you guys are trying to find somebody.
Well, normally you have a location, and somebody can say, "Hey, this person last time we saw him was here." We don't have that, so we're just Nashville OEM and PD and everybody that's done a great job doing the search, and over time it just things go downriver. So we're just searching down here just in case he were to be down here. But it's a challenge because you got this open water and all these banks, and it's just kind of like looking for a needle in a haystack. But we try to do the best job we can.
Is this the lowest the river's been?
feel like there was one more thing. What was it? May not have been. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me let this page load real quick. I think that might have been it. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Yeah, that's it. So, you guys, thanks for joining me today. Steph, it was good to have you up here with us reading.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Of course. Always, always. You'll have to come back and read again. I'll have to talk with the girls and see. I'm losing my train of thought. My tomorrow is okay. Yeah. I'm not sure what we're going to do tomorrow for sure, because JB's going to be busy tomorrow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll wait and probably resume on Monday unless there's something else that's going on Monday. So I do plan to, if I get word, any like breaking news information about Riley, or anything like that, I might, hop on concerning anything like that if something happens later today or tomorrow or over the weekend. I'm hoping beyond hope that they find him. So,
Yeah.
oh, and poor mama and poor dad and stepdad. I mean, they're just beside themselves,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Brian, for coming back again today. I appreciate
Yes.
it.
Love having everybody.
Yes. What do you guys got plans today? Anything you're going to be doing today?
Me?
Yep. Oh, I've
Any of
been
you?
diamond painting.
Working on an order.
Steph, what about you, ma'am?
I'm diamond painting. I'm gonna finish this section and then I got works to do.
Yeah, I did works this morning. I did works early this morning.
Margaret said in all caps, diamond painting. I love it. Did you get another one, Margaret?
She's addicted, man.
I know.
I want to know how
that.
many she has.
That's what I want to know. I want to know, like, have you finished one? Are you on another one? Did you order more?
Her profile picture is
Is it
her first one that she
okay?
finished.
The owl, right? Spins,
Yeah.
ma'am. That's no fun. Ew.
Yeah, and Kayleen saying no fun.
I'm
Oh my
on my
God, she's on her eighth owl.
Oh my gosh, those owls are so cute.
That's so sweet. I love it. Her eighth owl. Oh my goodness.
I love that so much.
That's so cute.
Oh,
Like,
Easter
so
food
much.
shopping and diamond painting, said Sherry. Oh,
I gotta go. Oh, I put did y'all see the links? Did y'all see the links? The link for
I saw one.
Okay, hold on. Stand by. I lied. I didn't put the second one in there. Oh, come on, man. Where is it? Hold up. Stand by. Don't go anywhere. I promise I won't keep you.
Brian says cutting wood for the upcoming snow. Ooh.
What?
Oh no. I'll be done with this now.
All right. There's the meatloaf and the Snicker salad was up above. I will post it again. Stand by. Wait a minute. Oh,
Thank
here
you,
it is.
QB.
You're welcome. And Morgana said, to make sure that you add extra peanuts
Nuts.
to the, unless you got diverticulosis, litis, or any of those things. Oh, your daughter's coming for the weekend. Yay.
That's cool, Henny. Is
I'm gonna
she a
need,
full-on diamond painter now? I know the last time you'd mentioned it, she was gonna get her to diamond paint with you.
I think she said she got hooked too last time.
yeah. Oh,
It's easy to do.
also, I am making this thing that I saw on my girl's YouTube to hold rings, and I'm stupid excited about it. Y'all.
To hold rings.
Like
Yes.
jewelry rings?
Yes. So you take, they got these things at the $1.25 tree. They're little they're you know, they have those acrylic organizers like you put in your bathroom and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Well, they got a new one that's a 3-section, but it's got a lid. Okay. And so you take, you know, the pink curlers, the foam curlers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I almost have to send y'all a picture because I know you're going to be like, I can't see it. You take the foam curlers off of the thing that they come on, the plastic thing, and you take
The
3
raw
of them.
part.
Yeah, and you take 3 of them and you stuff them down in the one section of the
Thank you,
of,
Sherry.
thank you, Sherry, of the organizer, and it makes a little rose that you can stick your rings in.
Oh, cute.
Hmm.
I need someplace. And so I was like, it cost me $250. Wait till I send y'all a picture.
I can imagine it. Like fitting them the curlers
Yep.
into so,
Yep.
and then you just stick your rings down in between the spaces.
Yep. Now I did want to get the black foam rollers instead of the pink ones because that's more my jam.
Mhm.
But it was $1.25 versus $7 for the black foam ones, and I was like, no, I can deal with the pink ones. I'll be all right. Also, I think I
Is this
could put
from
some.
Vivian?
Where'd she go?
Oh, she's gone.
Nope, she's back.
Oh, rude.
Was this a hack from Vivian?
Yes, you know it is. She liked my comment yesterday.
Mm.
Anyways, yes, it's a hack from Vivian. I'll send y'all the video. You can watch the whole video because she cute. And she actually, cute is hers too. I spell mine different, but she has a whole clothing line with cute, but it's with a K. Cute. She don't really say it like that. I say it a little different because I was trying to make it more mine than wasn't trying to copy her.
Mhm.
But I kind of copied her because
Mm.
fungolitis is from her too.
Oh, right.
I gave her cred for that. Fungolitis makes me laugh.
I've been hearing fungolitis for years.
She's like, you gotta get. Yeah, I'm not saying it's hers. I'm just
I
saying
know.
that's where I heard it. She's like, you gotta get down in there and clean that. You know, the fungolitis likes to live down in there. Anyways, go play with your baby and hug her for me.
Yes, cover her
Lots
and
of
kisses
hugs.
all over her face from all of us.
Lots of kisses.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd Jenny go? Jenny left?
She muted.
She muted.
Where'd she went?
She probably had to deal with the little ones. She's always excited. Today's her birthday.
I know she is. She's like, it's today. I'm by.
Bye.
It's today. It's my birthday. We
I
missed
miss
you,
too,
Morgana.
Yeah, I miss you, Morgana.
Sorry, I had to step out of the bedroom for just a quick minute. Yeah, we missed you, Morgana. Morgana's busy running and doing all her
She
busy
running the streets like I ran the streets yesterday.
Right?
But no, we all said to hug that baby and kisses all over her face
Oh,
for her
yeah.
birthday.
I will.
From all of us.
From all of us. Make sure she knows it's from her internet aunties.
Mm-hmm.
She'd be like,
Her
who?
internet aunties.
She's gonna be like,
who?
Who is it?
You know that girl?
All them dots on your screen?
Yeah. You know that girl that you couldn't see that you wouldn't say hi to? That's one of them.
Right.
That
The
cracked
ones
me
you
up.
only hear the voices and never their faces.
Yes, them. Those your internet aunties. We'll show you their face one day. Don't show her that video I sent. That was bad. That was a bad angle, y'all. That
Oh,
was
that was
bad.
cute. That was
It's
cute.
bad.
That I liked your face mask, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I have a whole stack of them.
Aw,
Yeah, my bees. They're all different.
that's cute.
I'm trying to stay safe, but I didn't realize it till I played it back, and I was like, Lord, I'm swole from them steroids,
They do that.
and I didn't realize it until I watched it back, and I was like, my face. What happened to my face?
She said something about 8 chins, and I was literally sending her a
Girl,
message on
ma'am.
Instagram at the same time that she posted. I saw it said something about me and my 8 chins or something, and I
Y'all should
I
see
told her
what she sent me.
bye on Instagram, and I sent her the meme or
It's a
GIF or
seal
whatever
with
of
8 chins.
a seal literally had like a bunch of chins, like looking like.
She said she was going to sleep, and then it came up, and I was like, "Oh, look!" She sent me a pic. Dagnabbit, Jenny.
I thought it was pretty funny.
Oh, hey, Sherry. Yeah, I was all up. Look, y'all didn't see the breaking news that I sent the girls. Look, they had them. Oh, and the pickles, the pickle aisle. I sent that one to Spins. I didn't send the 8 chins to Spins because Jenny had me all self conscious because she sent me the seal with 8 chins.
I only said it because I only put it.
I
'cause
know,
you
it's
said
so
it. I
funny,
hadn't
though.
even seen the video yet.
I cracked up when that came. I said, "Oh, I thought she was going to sleep. She sent me a picture, ma'am."
Oh Lord.
Not the corners though. What you talking about?
I have no idea.
The pickle eye was funny. I sent it to Spin. If I would, I could only
You should have
do
gone and smacked the jar
off the shelf. I just threw it on the
like
floor.
a cat. Just like
Clean up on
That's
aisle
what these cat. When
3.
I said earlier, how'd you know it was all 3?
Because most pickles
I'm just
are on
kidding.
aisle 3 of Walmart's. Just
Just
saying.
Skirt me.
and then when they come to clean up, you can be like, "Come over here. Let me show you where these pieces are."
Right where these things are. Y'all don't think I won't send an email with the breaking news video and be like, excuse me 6 times. 6 times. I've ordered them. They're like, we don't have them. You got a whole freezer full of them. A whole freezer.
They don't like end caps.
They don't like end caps. They did that same thing on that other stuff. It was on the end
At the
cap at the
pharmacy.
pharmacy. Yep. And I was like, I ought to be all right. I'll put it on my order. And they were like, nope. No, you won't.
Wait, the Totino's pizza rolls were on an end cap at the pharmacy?
Ma'am.
No, that was another trip.
That was a different product.
Oh,
That was a
okay.
different product.
Okay. I was like, wait, what?
No, there was one. Look, they had all the Totino's pizza rolls. Okay. At the bottom left were the buffalo ones, and there was one orange chicken on top. And I was like, told y'all you had them. So I grabbed that one. And I was like, all right, I see. I'll forgive you. There was only one. And I dug through all them buffalo. Y'all saw me pulling all them buffalo chicken ones out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I dug through them, and I was like, all right, I'll give you a little grace because there was only one. Now I walked around the corner, and the end cap, the freezer on the end cap, the whole thing was filled, y'all. The whole thing. So somebody got one from the end cap. They came around the corner. They saw the buffalo chicken. They were like, no, I don't want no orange chicken pizza roll. That sounds weird, but I will eat some buffalo chicken pizza rolls. And they swapped them out.
Lord have mercy.
Running the streets, not the corners.
Not with a name like Morgana. I don't trust you.
Ma'am. Go be with your baby. I'm going to jump down so you can say each other goodbye.
Same.
Yeah.
Bye, y'all. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, guys, for joining. I appreciate it. Bye,
everybody.
Bye.
There's a story of a lovely lady who was. I swear, makes me think of the Brady Bunch. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go, you guys. Today is a super short day for us, right? Because we're usually here forever and ever and ever. Amen. But yeah, I'm going to go be with my baby and celebrate her little birthday. And we're going to have a little bit of cake and ice cream in a little bit. And then we're just going to chill out. I think we're going to watch movies. Husband has work tomorrow. So, yeah, we're just probably going to chill out and watch some movies with her and then call it a night early. So, I can be back with you guys tomorrow. And I think I'm going to go do a little diamond painting myself. So, but you guys have a good day. And I'll see you back in the morning. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button before you go, and would love for you to subscribe if you're new here. Alrighty? All right. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Bye.